Coach Hurricane here. You can follow me on Facebook at Henry Singleton or on Twitter at HenryHayoU15.
Listen, this your boy Fred. Listen, you can follow me on Facebook at Brandon Fred Jones, or you can follow me on Twitter at BFredJones.
This is Jeremiah Gray, man, with G Sports. You can follow me on Facebook, Jeremiah Gray, A.K.A, and on Twitter, G_paid in full 08.
Pay me the money. money.
FanView Live, where real fans talk about real sports. Only on the New Orleans Talk Network. Like us on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube, because we're not just a sports talk show, we're a talk show about sports.
They ain't gonna really. It's a big deal.
Two big states. That's gonna be a big deal. It's gonna start.
I'm saying with Syracuse and New York,
Yeah.
St. John's.
New York,
Oh, I'm
more
saying New York,
basketball, but California, talking about powerhouse, traditional powerhouse.
They're only gonna need one more.
Georgetown.
Washington.
They all right there.
But it's just for the state of New York, though.
But if you play in New York, you have to abide by that state
law.
law.
No, they on Washington is Washington.
No, I'm saying
This in jail if you play in New York.
if you play, let's
there we go.
let's say you play
We live, baby. We gonna
St.
get,
John.
we'll get to it, baby. We live, baby. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. See, we having a conversation already. Listen, this is FanView. Real fans talk sports. New Orleans Talk Network. Listen, one of your hosts, that boy Fred, in the building.
RG Sports. In the building, too.
And you know, brothers, it's your boy, Coach Hurricane.
When the cream rises to the top.
Oh, yeah!
Listen, man, y'all tuning into the best fan sports show on the goddamn internet. I keep telling y'all each and every week, man. Subscribe FanView Live page if you're on Facebook. Subscribe FanView Live if you're on YouTube. Subscribe to FanView Live if you're on IG, and it's FanView NOLA on Twitter. And don't forget to subscribe to my man G Sports if you're on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. We're all over the place, baby.
Man, I love the new updated G Sports, man.
Yeah,
Appreciate it, man.
I love it, man.
I love the new update.
Just trying to evolve, baby.
I like it, baby. Like Pokemon.
Yeah.
Just trying to evolve, baby. It's levels.
Levels to this, man. You know, evolving every day, baby.
Got to, man. Just like FanView, baby.
Yeah, facts.
We all evolve.
We all evolving, baby.
That's what it's about.
Listen, man. So much to discuss. So much has happened in this past week in football. So much. We got college football to talk about later on. We're gonna be updating y'all on the rankings of high school football down here in Louisiana. But we're gonna open up this show with that Who That Nation. We already know what it is. Drew Brees had a successful surgery, out for 6 weeks with a thumb injury. Obviously, the Saints was on the road this week. They went to Los Angeles, came up short, came 1-1. Teddy Bridgewater filled in for Drew Brees. Start the question here, everybody. Going forward for the next 6 weeks. As the Who That Nation, you guys have any faith in Teddy Bridgewater going forward for these next 6 weeks? Sean Payton hasn't came out and named the starter yet, but we kind of had an idea that Teddy Bridgewater going to probably get all the snaps and the reps. You guys have any faith in Teddy Bridgewater moving forward for these next 6 weeks?
Hell yeah. Look, man, I want to put on a coaching hat for the fans real quick. This is what you have to understand what goes into a game plan.
Mm-hmm.
When you preparing against an opponent, the backup maybe gets, if you got 60 plays at practice, the backup probably gets 10.
If they.
You know, in all situational phases of the game plan. Mm-hmm. Then the coach knows the best skill set of the players that's out there.
Yep.
So the game plan is going to be telefitted to Drew Brees.
Okay.
Regardless of what game of the season it came in, if Drew was going out as the starter, unless it was preseason, he gets hurt. The game plan can't change because you're there now.
You're there now in the game.
This is what's worked.
This is what you prepare for.
And you got to go through with it.
Right.
Now, Sean Payton is going to prepare with Teddy Bridgewater as a quarterback.
Right.
Whole different game plan, whole different opponent. This is what happened. Y'all can't blame that game on Teddy Bridgewater. Let's face the facts. First of all, offensive line got their ass kicked like your mama did back in '92. You know what I'm saying? Aaron Donald is that guy.
Right.
And the secondary for the Saints for the second week in a row has played atrocious. So, you can't just say because Drew went out, it's easy to blame Teddy Bridgewater.
And plus, you had a big play in that game where the referees made a huge mistake again.
Obviously.
With the Cam Jordan touchdown, going all the way. Obviously, this is the third game in a row for the Saints where referees have made an error. Obviously, we wanted to discuss the NFC Championship. We have discussed that enough. Obviously, we had the game in Week 1. You had the error in the time clock, but the Saints should at least had 10 more seconds. On going to the halftime. Then you had this play here where there should have been a whistle blown because you can always, like the referee said, you can always go back and call it an incomplete pass. You let the play out. No one heard a whistle. I watched the game. I'm quite sure everyone here watched the game. I didn't really hear a whistle. It was a clear fumble, but obviously the whistle was blown, so you had to spot the football from what it's, knowing that it was a fumble. That's a clearly shifting momentum play. We all know football is about momentum. That kind of play could have changed some outcome in that game. But you take them points off the board, that's a big effect on the game.
But back to the Teddy Bridgewater question, let's keep, if you're gonna be hold a microscope on it, let's hold a microscope on the whole team. Jared Cook had his probably worst game. It was some real catchable balls that Bridgewater was putting out there that the receiving core as a whole was just dropping. So you can't put the whole blame, but I'm excited about going forward. This is part of football. Part of football. Hey, we didn't have most people didn't have faith in with Josh McCown coming in for Drew Brees a couple of years ago when he with the rotator injury, and he came out and played phenomenal. Man, he got a commercial out of the damn deal.
Right.
So but give Sean Payton credit.
A remarkable interception for us to lose that game.
Yeah,
right.
In the back of the end zone.
Yeah. Back of the end zone. Yeah.
Hey, I mean,
that was a hell of an
interception. Hell of a pick.
We hadn't seen that kid since then, but hey, you know what I'm saying. But that's what it is. You gotta. It's some changes that need to be made, not from the quarterback, but protection wise. You gotta. If you gotta go old school max protection and putting two people out or do something else, because when you play a vaunted D line, you gotta do that because we got killed.
Yeah. Let's take G Sports.
I agree with what you're hearing, but for a different reason. I have faith in Teddy Bridgewater and Taysom Hill because we have somebody that's a top 3, maybe arguably the top offensive mind in the game, and that's Sean Payton. Sean Payton is going to have them two guys ready to play on Sunday and in these next 6 weeks without Drew Brees. That's what people don't understand. Now let me put my coaching hat on. When you come into a game, the day before the game, what Sean Payton typically does, and the rest of these offensive gurus in the NFL, like Sean McVay and the Andy Reid's of the world, they go into a room with their quarterback and they pick out certain plays that they like, that they really, really like. Right. They talk about these plays. It's called a script. That's that big cardboard laminated piece of paper you see in his hand putting over his mouth when he's calling the plays out. They find out what's their best third down plays, what's their situational plays when it's second and long, third and long, short yardage plays, what you like, time of the game, distance, if we down this much, all type of different things that goes into game planning to put this script together.
Right.
That's what happens the day before the game. Teddy Bridgewater came into a situation where that script wasn't for him.
Nope. Facts.
So he came into a pretty difficult situation. And I think he did pretty good considering the circumstances. It was some times in the game, just like Big Hen alluded to, where he made some throws and we didn't give him a chance by dropping the ball. And it was some times where, it had people streaking wide open and Andrews Pete couldn't hold a block. But with that being said, listen, that's a really good D-line they went against on Sunday. Aaron Donald was rated number 1 by the top 100 NFL. Brockers is no slouch. Dante Fowler is a pick coming off the edge. You have good players in the secondary with Weddle. And they got to a point in the game where they started playing one deep high. Weddle was just patrolling around in the middle of the field. That confused Teddy a little bit. Sean Payton tried to, he tried to counter it different type of ways. But when you're trying to do something like that on the fly in the NFL,
Correct.
it's very tough. So I think Sean Payton this whole week, they're going to be figuring out things that Teddy does well, and he's going to cater to his attributes. Same thing with Taysom Hill. I'm glad that he didn't come out and name a starter because now, as a defensive coordinator for the Seahawks, you don't know who the game plan for. You don't know how they're going to use both of these quarterbacks. So with that being said, going forward, I feel real confident about having Taysom Hill and Teddy Bridgewater. Now, am I confident enough that they can lead us to the promised land and get us to a Super Bowl? Hell no. But do I think through this 6-game stretch, we can weather the storm? I think we can. So over these next 6 weeks, if we can go 500, 3-3. If we can go 3-3, I think that puts us in prime position to still make a run in the playoffs. Drew Brees comes in. I think we get on a high streak, and I think you see us back in the playoffs this year, getting ready to make another run at the Super Bowl.
Well, listen, here's that from an analytics standpoint. I like to follow numbers.
Yeah, you a numbers guy.
Right. The NFC South this year it's wide open. I don't use the word bad, but it's been wide open. Obviously, Carolina's 0-2, Tampa Bay is 1-1, Atlanta is 1-1, and the Saints are 1-1. It's a wide open division. We both know that Tampa Bay is not, playing well. We don't know what they're gonna have at the quarterback position. Atlanta's struggling to some capacity, and Cam Newton's still injured in Carolina. So this is still a wide open division. Right now, going forward, you got to look at I like to look at the NFL position. I grade them off in 4 tiers. You got franchise, you got starters, you got reserve players, and you got backups. The Saints have a lot of good starters in their team, offensive and defensive side of the ball. From the offensive line, they got a lot of good football players. Ryan Ramczyk is one of the best right tackles in the game. Teron Armstead, when healthy, is one of the best left tackles in the game. Eric McCoy is, he's going to be coming along. Michael Thomas is a franchise receiver. Alvin Kamara is a franchise-type running back. Jared Cook is a starter for most teams in the NFL. Not a franchise tight end, but he's a starter.
Really good.
Really good. Teddy Bridgewater does not have to come in and be Drew Brees. Teddy Bridgewater, if he's getting the snaps these next 3 weeks, has to come in and just do what he needs to do. Matter of fact, if Teddy Bridgewater is out there completing 60% of his passes, which he almost did when he got thrown into the fire, he was 17-30. One more completion, if Jared Cook catches the football, he's 60%. He didn't have a turnover, and he didn't have a sack. You can't ask more from a guy going forward for the next 6 games. I can't expect Teddy Bridgewater to come out here and have a 158% QBR so the Saints can win football games. But I will say is this. Since the Teddy Bridgewater will probably get the majority of snaps if all goes well, he will need more from his playmakers. They got to extend a few more plays. Mike Thomas had 10 catches, 89 yards. He's going to have to probably extend the play on some of those catches. He can't have 10 catches and 89 yards anymore. Great job at the catches, but this offense is going to be limited to getting down the field because they're going to have to start scoring points. Drew Brees distributes the football to so many different players that I don't expect Teddy Bridgewater to do it in the way Drew Brees would do it because Drew Brees is a franchise quarterback. So they got to find a way to put points on the board. The only guy who scored for the Saints against the Rams was Will Lutz. So they still got to find ways going on the road against the Seahawks. That 12th man going to be loud. They got to find a way to put up points. They ain't got to go out there and score 30 points, but they got to find a way to at least get above 20. They got to come back home at Dallas. It's not a rival game, so to speak. It's not the same division, but it's kind of a rival between two cities. It's going to be a packed game. The Saints offense got to find a way to put up points. Again, I'm not expecting Teddy Bridgewater to come out here and do a lot of great things and get the ball, his football in hands, real fast like Drew Brees do. No, you got to cater to what he does well. But his playmakers, like Alvin Kamara, because he had 15 touches, 60 yards, he got to extend plays a little bit more because he's not Drew Brees. Michael Thomas is going to have to do a few more with those catches that he gets because he's not Drew Brees. He's not going to get those Ted Gins and those Traquan Smiths involved like Drew Brees will get those guys involved because Drew Brees is a franchise QB. If they can help out Teddy Bridgewater some, Saints are going to be fine.
I want to throw like a big counter to what you just said, simply because I said it, G backdoored it. That game plan was not for Teddy Bridgewater.
No, it wasn't.
Those were so you can't say all right. That's the you can't look at week 2 at 9 minutes into the game is what you're gonna get from Teddy Bridgewater for the rest of for the 6-game stretch.
Well, we've seen Teddy Bridgewater in preseason.
You can't.
I'm not gonna go off preseason. Nah, if you want to go off on when he's with Minnesota, we can do that. But you can't go off preseason.
Preseason, you're not opening up the whole thing. You trying to see what other guys can do. You know what you got in him. You trying to see what other guys do. You're not gonna make adjustments that you plan on making down the road. So teams can start scheming against you.
Teddy Bridgewater didn't do nothing bad to me.
What I'm telling you is, you saying that, all right, Michael Thomas got to extend those 10 10-yard stuff. What I'm telling you is, with Drew Brees, probably sat down and said, look, instead of sending him over across the middle and all that stuff like we do, we gonna hit him with this. Now with Teddy Bridgewater, he might say, look, I feel real comfortable off the play action, drawing the post route to Michael Thomas right now. You don't know because you hadn't seen a Sean Payton game plan for Teddy Bridgewater. So that's what I'm saying. This got to go in the rearview mirror fast. You can't judge off of this. It's over with. It happened. Spot.
Okay.
Get over.
I'm just saying they're gonna have to score points.
I truly believe this. Look, with all that went on Sunday, our defense played really well. Yes, we had our breakdowns. With Lattimore giving us the big play on what it was 3rd and 20.
Yep.
He gave us a big play to Brandon Cooks, but we found a way to stop him and hold him to 3. Our defense played well, and then you had the other hiccup with, Cooper Kupp catch the slant pass. He breaks off Lattimore again, and Lattimore really had a bad game. I'll say this too. If we gonna talk football and keep it real, keep it a band. Let's keep it a band. We always gonna get on Eli Apple.
Yeah.
Okay. We gotta start holding Lattimore accountable.
Yeah.
Because Lattimore has been giving up big plays.
Yeah.
Thus far this season. Is he still a good cornerback? Yes. But if we gonna hold Eli Apple to all these standards every time he get beat, and we gotta start doing the same thing with Lattimore. We gotta start giving that same kind of scrutiny, and maybe he will start bringing his A game more.
You gotta give it the same thing to Marcus Williams too.
Marcus Williams. Listen, and maybe I'll look at it from a different light, but when it comes to players that play in the secondary, we don't have in this league no more. We got a Deion Sanders or a Rod Woodson or a Darrell Reeves. People got to understand, bro. The NFL is catered to the offense. You can't really put your hands on these people no more.
You can't push them through the ball.
It's a lot of things that you are limited to as a corner. That's why I say the corner is the second hardest position in the NFL besides quarterback. And that's my personal opinion. Because it's so much difficulty that comes into playing that position and so much you can't and cannot do. Right. So when Lattimore messes up or Marcus Williams and Eli Apple, I take it for what it is. My thing is, as long as it's not something consistent all the damn time, which we've seen from Eli Apple.
Right.
Lattimore, we've seen it through the last 2 games. Hopefully, he could put this to bed like he did last season after Michael Evans tore his ass up in week 1. But I love our defense. Look, Trey Hendrickson, this is somebody we need to highlight. Yes. Trey Hendrickson is playing his tail off.
He's out playing Davenport.
We need to put an APP out for Marcus Davenport. Trey Hendrickson is getting constant pressure. I love his motor. He was the reason why we got the strip sack from a wedge. Cam Jordan ran it for the touchdown.
Right.
He has been playing phenomenal thus far these 2 games. I love the way DeMario Davis is playing. I really love the way our whole front 7 is playing.
Right.
Marcus Williams, he's made mistakes, but he had a hell of an interception that changed the game around against the Texans on Monday Night Football. So
he's been known to make a play.
I think our defense is going to continue to get better, just like it did last year.
Right.
We are a team that gets better and better as the season goes on. I'm not worried about our defense. I think we weather this storm. I think we go 3-3. And look, in this 6-game stretch, the only 3 games I'm really worried about is this week against Seattle, the Cowboys, and the Bears. That's the only 3 games. I'm not worrying about the Jags. They disgruntled. They got missed you. They came from Washington State starting their quarterback against us.
I'm
not worried about him. Kyler Murray, listen, I love you. I think you're going to be big time eventually, but you're not coming in the dome and beat us. And then we play against the Buccaneers. Jameis Winston, stop it. So I think we can go 3-3. If we mess around and steal this game Sunday,
we'll be 4-2.
It's really up. It's really up.
I'm gonna be totally honest. As a defensive guy, as a defensive coach, looking at all levels of the field. First, you don't have to put an APP out on Marcus Davenport. You gotta understand what they're doing with him. Mm-hmm. The reason why Trey Henderson is getting the pressure that he's doing, what they're doing with Davenport is called he's the setup guy. Like, I'm gonna keep flashing. I'm not gonna let you do what you're great at yet. And for some odd reason, I've seen a lot of teams do it. I remember when Simeon Rice first came with the Bucks, doing people that wasn't in division. You didn't see nothing. Then when it got division time, it's like they let the chains off the leash with this guy, and then they was able to put all their pass rushers out together. I think this is the same thing that they're doing with Davenport. Davenport's best asset is his ability to move around, and Cam Jordan is the same way. The thing is, Cam is getting constant pressure. When you're looking for something on defense, you don't open up a hole by moving more than one piece. Okay. So if Cam is dominating this side, and your biggest asset with Davenport is moving around and letting him get different looks on different people to set up other people, you're not moving Cam, so that leaves Davenport to his one side. My issue with the secondary, Marcus Williams, is we miss a line. I'm not letting the timely interception that he had against the Texans shy away that he's running at the same level as the cornerbacks. Can't happen if you're the safety, you're the last man free, especially when they've been playing cover 5. When you're dropping 20 yards from the line of scrimmage, nobody should get behind you. You miss a line. It was a play. Thank God it was an overthrow where he knocks Eli Apple off his route because he's late getting to his spot.
Right.
It's simple things against especially in NFL alignments where one misalignment turn the whole game around. The big play from Will Fuller, where he made a phenomenal catch on P.J. Williams,
that was Eli Apple.
Eli Apple. It wasn't supposed to be a phenomenal catch because he's supposed to be blanketed, but Marcus Williams got misaligned, started off on the wrong hash, and they cover 5 scheme. He's supposed to be in 3 to the other side. He's hovering the cover 2 side, and you don't get there, it gets a burner. Stuff like that we gotta fix. Because to me, the best player in the secondary thus far this year, because you only can go, what have you done for me lately, has been Von Bell. And look, I know I've been harping for us to get pass rush for the past couple of years. Let me tell you this and I'm not even I'm not being, I don't think I'm jumping the bush. This is the third best pass rush in front 7 I've ever seen as a Saints fan. Third best.
So you put them behind the Dome Patrol.
Well, that wasn't a pass rush. They changed the whole line.
So who is number one?
I'm talking about like Strickland's pass rush. Of course, the Super Bowl year. The second year is Will Smith's rookie year with Will Smith, Darren Howard, and those guys was just.
Joe Johnson was on the team. Norman Hand, Grady Jackson.
Grady Jackson, Norman Hand.
So hold on, why are you not calling the Dome Patrol?
They wasn't. Because it was, the Dome Patrol, you got to think. First of all, look at this. I say it's strictly pass rushing.
That's what I'm talking about.
Dome Patrol,
Ricky Jackson and Pat Swilling?
They wasn't. And Vaughn Johnson, I know it, but I'm telling you, that pressure came from the linebacker. I'm talking about from the D line. I said the D line.
But they ran a 340. They was staying up.
They was
outside linebackers. They hardly ever dropped in coverage, though.
That doesn't change the fact that they not a D line. You gotta understand.
I understand what you're saying. So that's just like Clay Matthews. Clay Matthews on the D line, but if they got 50 snaps in the game, Clay Matthews probably rushing 40 of those times. See, he's on 45.
A D lineman pass rush is you gotta fight off of 2 all the time, no matter what.
Right.
This outside backer, you might get one. Sometimes they try to the fake is the block. You know what I'm saying? It's time that you're not getting touched. You talking about you gotta go boom boom off of 2 right now and a running back that can cut you. And most of the time you talking about like I'm gonna highlight one person that's doing a phenomenal job that people won't say he's doing nothing because you don't see the numbers. Right. Malcolm Brown's doing a phenomenal job.
Yes. Anyamata too.
He is
Anyamata a good game.
The way he's, and I'm talking about like for the past, the way he's been pushing the pocket up.
Yeah. He been stuffing the run.
It automatically takes three eyes on him. The quarterback got to look at him right now, and the center and the guard got to come together.
Yeah.
That means you can wind out your ends and say, look, we attacking this third. Pinch it because he's pushing it right to you. The only escape is back, and we coming full speed. Now, that's phenomenal.
Now, there's some comments I'm going to watch part right now. It says, Matthew Hendricks says, put in Hill. Joseph Turner says, Taysom Hill. I'm assuming they're referring to Taysom Hill. I'm assuming that they're thinking Taysom Hill should be starting at quarterback.
Listen,
no. What watch party you in? You in the bad watch party. My watch party chomping over here. That's what I'm talking about, Ryan. Ryan say Sheldon and then Sheldon Rankins will be back. I think he's going to be back in 2 weeks. That's going to make our defense just go that crazy. Ryan said, hey, Von Bell, exactly. And people say, hey, look, now I'm talking about Noble, McGarry. They're linebackers. There's a different rush from, look, as vaunted as Lawrence Taylor was, he rushed on 80% of him playing football until he hung him up.
Yeah.
He's rated a linebacker.
Him and Derrick Thomas.
So you're talking about a true interior lineman.
Yeah.
Right. But going back to the original question, I got some people in here saying suggesting Taysom Hill. I mean, I don't think Taysom Hill's role changes. I think he does get a few more snaps than normal these next 6 weeks, just to keep the defense off balance. But I'm going to forecast Taysom Hill taking a lot of quarterback snaps. I think he gets more snaps overall. I think he's going to be out there in different formations, different places more. I don't forecast in the future, these 6 games, that he takes a lot of quarterback snaps. I think he gets 1 or 2, but I don't think he gets a lot.
I think for all this to work doing, I think Sean Payton knows this. They're going to have to establish the run.
Yes.
Kamara averaged 3.9 yards a carry, 3.6 yards a carry on Sunday. He only had 12 carries. He had 1 reception. And, we do that little swing out pass, something that's like the extension of a run.
Right.
We have to get that.
He's your franchise back. He got to get more touches.
We have to make sure we get those kind of plays on Sunday against Seattle, because if we don't establish the run, they're going to get after us quick. If we get predictable, we passing the ball damn near every play, it's going to get loud, it's going to get tough for us.
Right.
If we can run the ball and extend drives, and that was another thing on Sunday. I felt like, our offense kept sputtering, going 3 and out. Get 1 first down, they were off the field. The defense kept coming back on. They played way too many snaps on Sunday. And they did a damn good job considering how many snaps they played on Sunday.
Right.
I think that's what happened on a Cooper Cup play when Marshawn Lattimore missed the tackle. Then Eli missed the tackle. Then Klein runs down there and he gets in the end zone.
Exhaustion.
We was worn down at that point. Ty Gurley, we did a good job on Ty Gurley. 16 carries. He averaged like 3 yards a carry. As long as run was like 15 yards. But with that being said, we come and establish the run. Get a couple short passes for Teddy Bridgewater, get his confidence up. I think what's going to help us out too, when Teddy Bridgewater is in the game and then Taysom Hill comes in the game, as a defense and as a coordinator, you don't know what they about to do. Is Taysom going to quarterback or is he going to receiver?
Right.
Or how they about to do this?
Because you got a guy who can extend plays.
Exactly. So your personnel is going to be catered to what they doing. Right. So they going to have a lot on their hands too on Sunday trying to figure out, all right, is Taysom Hill at quarterback? If he is, okay, we got to worry about the zone read. We got to worry about this. If he's not, we got to worry about him at receiver. It's a lot we got to worry about. A lot they got to worry about when it comes to game planning for us when Teddy Bridgewater and Taysom Hill break the huddle. Because you don't know what we coming out in, what formation.
Can we get the phone number producer? We need some fans trying to give us a call. Okay, my phone line, I get my producer on that one. But my thing is this. Going into Seattle, we're on the road this week. Or the Saints is going to be on the road this week. Again, 9 points won't cut it. All this may make sense about the game plan, but at some point in time, 9 points won't cut it. I don't think we go into Seattle, which is a playoff team. The NFC West looks really, really dominant so far these first 2 games of the NFL season. The Saints got to figure out ways to how to extend plays and get points in that football. Get points in that school. If they get down to Seattle, then again, Seattle's not a potent offense by any means of imagination, but you're on the road, it just makes it tough. It makes it tough for a road team to go in there and try to go score for score or go down 10 points and try to recover. they gotta figure out a way how to get in that end zone and get in that end zone early. If they don't, they could be in some trouble.
Well, look, I love everything G said about how you got to get the offense going. The one thing too, the unit that struggled the most on offense was the offensive line against the Rams. Can we agree about that? The O line was struggled the most.
I don't know.
I don't think they struggled as bad as people say they did. Right. It was some time where Bridgewater had a clean pocket. And there was also some time where, they got pressure on it. Because that is one of the better D-lines. If Drew Brees was playing, the same thing was going to end up happening at some point. But you can't just hold off Aaron Donald, Brockers, and Dante Fowler all game long. So I don't really think the offensive line played as bad as people said they did.
It was something like you said. It was some time, but it was put it this way. It was one of the coming off the game where you hold J.J. Watt without a hurry,
right?
So without the only sack comes from the only 2 sacks come from a blitz with Whitney Merciless,
right?
You know what I'm saying? That's phenomenal right there, and that's not a bad defensive front right there. Right. Of course, it took a hit without Clowney, but you know what I'm saying.
Now you're going against Clowney this week.
You know what I'm saying? You go against Donald, but this is what I said. When you even if you don't do a good job at running, when you try to establish a run, you settle down your line. Now you throw off a defensive line. You don't know what's coming. And then I think another thing is you gotta script the plays early to go away from Michael Thomas. Everybody knows the ball's going to Michael Thomas. Everybody knows the ball's going to Kamara. You gotta show them, hey, Cook is a threat. Hey, Ginn is a threat. Whoever
Ginn didn't even have a catch on.
You know what I'm saying? Whoever, because Traquan Smith is on the injury list this week.
That's Kirkwood.
No, he on the injury reserve. He's done for the year. Traquan Smith is not playing this week.
He's not playing this week.
He's on the injury list for this week. He's inactive for this week.
Right.
So whoever
he actually had a solid game.
Whoever they moved up LaJardi Humphrey from the practice squad. So you got to show look, these other guys are a threat. You can't just keep out. And then a defensive coordinator is the most prideful position on the whole team, not the head coach, is the DC, because he's gonna take away what you want to do. That's his first job, but then he can't let everybody else beat him. And if they focusing so much on 2 people to where everybody else start beating, defense has to start leveling out. Then boom, that's when you open up everything.
Well, here's what I'm looking at. I mean, it's gonna be one of those cases where they got to get Teddy Bridgewater going with short intermediate plays early to get early, because I think that he's gonna. Again, he's not Drew Brees. He's not gonna come in there and just get the ball off at a second and a half or 2 seconds. He's gonna be a guy that's typically want to hold the football just a little bit longer, because he's gonna probably look for bigger plays down the field. He's gonna try to. That's just what I've seen what most backup quarterbacks do. They're not starters. They're not used to the reps. They're not out there just, hey, Hut, run back, Hut, they can dunk. No, they have a tendency to hold on to the ball a little bit longer to watch the play develop.
And he did that on Sunday.
He did that on Sunday. But he held the ball. He had the ball a little long.
Once again, people can say what they want. I see one of the fans, Ed Ray, say all I have to say is Bridgewater is shit. He is the next Aaron Brooks.
And I got one that's saying we would never win with Bridgewater. He needs to learn how to throw.
He could throw.
Where's you getting your dope from?
Listen, bro.
He could throw.
Listen, bro. This dude had a winning record as a starter in his league. He got to the playoffs. With that being said, I'm not saying that Teddy Bridgewater is a franchise quarterback. No, by no stretch of the imagination. I'm not saying he isn't either.
I'm saying he's not.
It has to play out, Fred. You don't know how this is about to play out. Listen, I told a lot of people in the barbershop the other day this. As crazy as it might sound, I'm kind of glad this happened to Drew Brees. Here's why. Just hear me out.
I think I know where you're going with this.
Hear me out. It happened week 2. What would have happened if this would have happened in week 12?
Week 12.
Week 13. Trying to go into the playoffs. We really would have been doing. I'm glad it happened now. So now guess what? Teddy Bridgewater is the highest paid backup quarterback in the NFL right now.
Yeah.
At $9 million. We don't know if this Drew Brees last year. Anyway.
Right. You can't keep asking a 40-year-old quarterback to come back, play season after season after season.
So my point is, this is about to show us that Teddy Bridgewater You on a 6-game interview.
You see what you got.
We about to figure out if you somebody we bringing back for the future, or we gonna have to figure out. All right, we got to go find somebody in the draft next year. This is what is about to happen over these next 6 weeks. It's a 6-game interview, and I'm glad that it happened at this point in the season.
Versus having to have a week 14 or week 15.
I think that Teddy Bridgewater has the tools to be the quarterback of the future of the New Orleans Saints. I really believe that in my heart of hearts. But
I believe it.
he still has to go out there and execute. He still has to go out there and show that he is capable of doing it. With that being said, we have to understand how the quarterback position works. Just like you just said.
I'm glad you said it because I got a point.
When Drew Brees was the starter, Teddy Bridgewater wasn't getting no reps at quarterback.
That's what I said.
I don't give a damn what you do. You could be a barber. You could bake a pie. You could cut hair.
If you're not used to doing that,
You got to get reps. And the more reps you get, the better you're going to get. And he's a player that has started in this league. This not about to be his first rodeo on Sunday. He knows how to get prepared before a game.
Right.
Sean Payton is going to get a script ready and
for him to
prepared
play.
for Sunday that meets what he does well. So all of this about Teddy Bridgewater shit. Let me see some of y'all go try to do something for the first time. That he hasn't started in the NFL in 4 years.
it's
4 damn years. So pump your damn brakes, let it play out, and I think he's gonna have a good game on Sunday. Now, do we need him to go out and try to win the game for us on Sunday? No. That's why I said we need to come out, establish a run with Kamara and Latavius Murray, who I think Latavius Murray is looking pretty good thus far.
Mm-hmm.
Would y'all agree? Mm-hmm. And Jared
Cook
Cook
needs to catch the football.
I think Jared Cook is going to come on for us. He's going to get better as the season goes on. We know we're going to play for Michael Thomas. Teddy again needs to get more targets. He didn't have a catch on Sunday. Mm-hmm. Our offensive line, I think, will play better. And I think, like you said, if we establish the run early, that's going to settle them down, and that's going to put Teddy Bridgewater in winning situations. And I think we could possibly go in here and beat these people. The magic number for me, for us to hold them to, we can't let these people get over 20 points. If we keep them on 20 or less, I think our defense is very capable of pulling that off. And if we can get a key turnover here or there, yeah, I think we find a way to go into Seattle and win. And I'm telling y'all now, if we go in there and beat these people on Sunday,
You got a shot.
it's up. Because I'm not worried about the Bucks. I'm not worried about the Cardinals. Only teams I'm worried about is the Seattle Seahawks, Dallas Cowboys, and the Chicago Bears.
No, I want to say this. I think as fans we get spoiled a little bit.
Of course.
We get spoiled. If you understand football, you don't get spoiled. You just know, all right, you know what the deal is.
Right.
Tom Brady got hurt, I want to say about maybe 6 years ago. First game of the season, done.
2000 and...
This is about
2006.
It's a while ago, 13.
Right.
So I'm gonna show you the difference that I don't think people really give credit to. Tom Brady gets hurt. Backup quarterback,
Matt Castle,
comes in. They have a playoff record. They didn't make the playoffs, but they was 11-5. If the AFC was just
Matt Castle?
Mm-hmm, they were just phenomenal that year. 11-5. The guy made a Pro Bowl. Never played again in the league. Nah, let's put it in our situation. I'm gonna bring it home.
He got a contract.
I'm
the Chiefs.
gonna bring it full circle. Brees gets hurt. Backup quarterback gets something. Get a couple of games. Hey, nothing to it.
Right.
Offense changed dramatically. Peyton Manning get hurt. Backup quarterback comes in, can't win the game from offense changed, man. That's what I'm saying. As great as Tom Brady is in big game, I'm not taking nothing from him.
Okay.
That system is phenomenal.
Right.
As great as Drew Brees is the system. As great as Peyton is, Peyton was the system. It's not all right, hey, because people forget, when Tom Brady was hurt, Jimmy Garoppolo came in and put in crazy numbers. He got hurt. Jacoby Brissett went in and put in crazy numbers. It didn't stop. That system is phenomenal for quarterbacks. On this side, look, Brees is the system. So when you lose Brees, you're not just losing. All right, you didn't just lose a play. You lost the system. So now it's back to the drawing board, kind of, sort of, boom, boom, boom. Thank God we have
back to your playmakers.
Thank God we had an offensive mind, because people forget that. Look what he did for Eli. Look what we did for Tony Romo. Look, this guy knows what he's doing. Because look what they did with him. Look what they did without him. All right. Peyton is the same way. If Peyton was you didn't need a guru. Peyton was the system. He get hurt. All right. They don't win a game. You get the number 1 draft pick. You get Andrew Luck. But hold on. Peyton not there no more. And you have a coach to put in a system around the quarterback. Peyton goes Peyton goes to Denver. The system changed. He is the system.
He's the system.
Look what Demaryius Thomas. Manuel Sanders is finally starting to put up the numbers that he was putting up with Peyton Manning.
Julius Thomas had a Pro Bowl, All-Pro year.
You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. That's the difference with people doing. That's what I'm saying. When people get spoiled, is you thinking that any quarterback can come in just because it's how great this Sean Payton is of calling plays and put up Drew Brees numbers. That's not the case here. It's certain quarterbacks that are the system. And it's certain quarterbacks that are products of it. Now, don't get it twisted. I'm not saying that Tom Brady is trash. No, because even if you're in the system, you still got to go out and do it. But I just gave you different years, different results, and the offense didn't stop. Let Drew Brees miss a whole year. You get the same thing that you get in Indianapolis. I don't care how great the team is. You get the same results that you got in Indianapolis.
And I'll take it a step further than that. Do y'all forget what happened the year before last when Carson Wentz went down, and what happened with Doug Peterson and Nick Foles? Nick Foles was not even looked at as a good starting quarterback in this league. What did he do?
Win the Super Bowl.
Brought these people to a Super Bowl and won it. And won the MVP and got paid after. They backed up the Brinks truck. My point is, when you have an offensive mind like a Sean Payton, like a Doug Peterson, like a Andy Reid, those kind of people in place, a part of your franchise, when you got a backup quarterback that got to come in and weather the storm till the starter get back, Sean Payton could get this done. And that's what I say. That's why I say it's not about do we believe in Teddy Bridgewater and Taysom Hill. I believe in Sean Payton. And I believe Sean Payton going to get a game plan together to put us in the best situation to win. Nah, Teddy Bridgewater and Taysom Hill still has to go out there and execute. But I think he's going to put them in prime position to have us to win from here on out for these next 6 games. And I'm going to tell you another key thing. When you're a defensive coordinator and you're trying to get film to find out tendencies and see what this guy does well, what they going to do? They're going to go back 4 years and go back and look at Teddy Bridgewater film when he played with the Vikings? That's what you're going to do? You really can't do that because those schemes are totally different from what Sean Payton is doing. What you going to do? Taysom Hill is only throwing, 8, 9 passes he's been a Saint? So what you going to go look at those 8, 9 passes he's thrown? My point is, they are not going to know what to expect on Sunday.
The only thing you can do is going forward.
That's going to play into our favor a little bit.
This what helps backup quarterbacks. This for backup quarterbacks.
If you're not good,
we will find out if he's good or he's not good.
If you Luke Falk
ain't that bad.
Luke, keep going.
No. That guy had a good game. That guy for the Jets.
Good game, how?
What do you mean? That guy was 20 for 25. That kid had a good game. Now
he had a good game when the game didn't matter, when the threes was in.
Bro, that kid had a good game. To say he was just thrown in the fire like we talking about Teddy Bridgewater.
Would you pick him up on fantasy?
What you mean?
What you mean what I mean?
He ain't got no playmakers.
Would you pick him up on fantasy?
I'm not gonna pick him up because he don't have no playmakers. Who's the number one receiver? Does he ever?
Rob Anderson.
Stop.
Rob Anderson. That's who been the number one receiver for the last 2 years.
And he's not top 30.
The man, I think he caught over 1,000 yards last year.
He did. For 2nd year in a row. Okay, he's going.
No, he's not like that.
Ain't nobody said he was like that.
Okay, he don't have targets. There's a guy who didn't have targets. His best player is Le'Veon Bell.
Marquise Goodwin is not like that, but guess what? He's been putting up numbers because he all they got. When you all they got, and the players got to go get
the 49ers 2-0.
The players got to get designed to go to Sunday about it.
Again.
They got Marquise Goodwin, Pettis. That's their 2 top receivers.
They got to kill him.
All right.
Okay. Who the Jets got?
I just told you. They got Rob Anderson.
They got nobody.
They got nobody. They got Jamison Crowder. Jamison Crowder is a good receiver in this league.
Le'Veon Bell, Elijah McGuire, who's
Elijah McGuire's not there.
He got cut. But they got
the Jets don't have nobody.
Listen. So you think the 49ers got superstars running around over there?
They got a starting quarterback in Jimmy Garoppolo. Luke Falk is not a starter. But he did well for what he did.
You contradicting yourself. You just said people ain't got targets.
They got a starting quarterback. You
just creamed on yourself talking about the man with 20 for 25.
You kind of compare Luke Falk to Jimmy Garoppolo?
Wait, hold on.
Which one is it?
Hold on.
You said is Luke Falk saying or they don't have targets? Which one is he?
I say when
make your mind up.
He did his job.
Hold on.
He did his job.
You just said did he do his job or was he good? You said he was good. Now you're backpedaling.
Hold on.
I said he went and did his job.
Let me get some of this too. You just said Jimmy Garoppolo, like Jimmy Garoppolo been having like he got a whole bunch of starts.
Luke Falk was a third string quarterback that was thrown into the fire.
How many starting games does Jimmy Garoppolo got? He don't even have a whole. He doesn't even have a whole season.
Why are you comparing Luke Falk to Jimmy Garoppolo?
You did it. You opened the door.
And you said he don't got targets.
He don't have targets, but Jimmy
don't either.
So you're comparing Luke Falk to Jimmy Garoppolo.
Which one is it? Is it about the targets or about the quarterback?
No. You're comparing Luke Falk to Jimmy Garoppolo.
That's not my argument.
Okay. What is your argument?
My argument is you talking about targets. And I'm saying the 49er weapons and the Jets weapons is about what and what.
I said Luke Falk went in there and did a good job. But what he did a good job.
Right.
He's not a bad quarterback.
And Jimmy going in there doing a good job with the weapons he got at his disposal.
Again, we're comparing a backup quarterback to a starter.
Who has backup? Who doesn't even have he doesn't even have a full season.
What has Jimmy done? So what has Jimmy done?
We're not talking. Luke Falk went in there and did a good job for what he was asked to do.
Jimmy's done a good job for what he's been asked to do.
Why are we even talking about the 49ers?
Because you said that the Jets don't have targets. And
I said
the 49ers don't either.
They don't. If you're comparing the Jets to the rest of the NFL, they don't have targets. They're at the bottom of the barrel.
So the 49ers do.
Who took all the snaps in training camp, preseason, going forward? Jimmy Garoppolo.
The point is this. You don't believe in Teddy Bridgewater.
Teddy Bridgewater is not great. No, he's not great.
So Jimmy Garoppolo is great.
If you're trying to tell me who's better, Jimmy Garoppolo is better than Teddy Bridgewater.
Where you get that from? Tell me where you got that from. You're a numbers guy. Pull it up. Teddy Bridgewater got a 64% completion rate for his career as a starter.
Okay.
And he led his team to a playoff.
That was 3 seasons ago.
Jimmy Garoppolo hasn't played the whole season.
He hasn't even started the whole season.
He doesn't even have 10 games.
So y'all really think that
you really think
that Teddy Bridgewater?
Hell yeah, by far.
It's far better than Jimmy Garoppolo as a quarterback.
Yes.
Stop.
You stop, Fred.
They damn sure on the same stratosphere.
They damn sure on the same stratosphere.
So why has if Teddy Bridgewater was this great? If Teddy Bridgewater,
I'm saying in the first round to be a franchise guy.
He was the second.
Did Jimmy get drafted to be a franchise guy? He got drafted to be a backup quarterback.
He
had a Matt Castle year. He only had 8 games as a damn starter.
We're talking about Teddy Bridgewater, who had an opportunity as a free agent to go out there and sign a contract to be a starter with any other NFL team.
And he knew this was a better situation.
Why didn't it happen?
I just told you why. He wanted to be in a better. He wanted to be in a better situation.
No. I ain't talking about a better situation. Why didn't he do it?
I just told you why.
He wanted to be in a better situation.
Why go sign with the Miami Dolphins to get your head beat in with a offensive coach that's supposed to be a guru who doesn't. Matter of fact, I don't even think Flores is not a
No.
He's a defensive guy. Right. Why go to sign with the Dolphins with a head coach as defense is his forte? When you could be under Sean Payton and a future Hall of Famer and Drew Brees who could show you the way and teach you.
So if you are...
And you know Drew Brees is on a matter of time till he out of here.
So why would
you rather be a backup quarterback?
Just to say I'm a starter quarterback in the league
So you rather be a backup than a starter?
This is about preserving yourself.
You know your time coming. Drew's about to hang it up.
You rather be a backup or a starter?
Do I rather get beat up or do I rather?
So you saying
go sign with the Dolphins?
Or hold the clipboard.
He said go sign with the Dolphins.
So you saying go get beat up?
He'll have an opportunity upcoming offseason.
You say go get beat up.
Why would I sign with the Dolphins and I know that's not set up for me to be successful, Fred? That's stupid.
Again, ain't nobody set up for that. So wait, okay, when he was a free agent the first time around, when he went to the Jets. Okay, they drafted a guy.
No, I think he got traded to the Jets, huh?
No, he signed with the Jets. The Minnesota didn't trade him. He was a free agent.
He signed with the Jets, and then they went with Sam Darnold.
They went with Sam Darnold, right? Okay. So what I'm getting at is, when he was a free agent before he signed the Jets, he could have the opportunity to go any way he wanted.
Man, nobody really wanted him like that, though, Fred, because of the knee injury.
All right, then.
Nobody really wanted him.
All right, then.
And then, look, he balled on that preseason. And that's when the Saints traded for him.
Yeah, because they didn't have a backup quarterback. Because they backup quarterback. Who they had the backup quarterback position? I think somebody had got hurt and they traded for him.
My point is this.
They had somebody who got hurt.
My point is this. talking about Teddy Bridgewater
Like you talking like he's some franchise quarterback.
He is.
No, he's not. If
He
he,
is.
See, you taking what I'm saying out of context.
He is. I'm telling you, he is.
You
I'm
telling
telling
me
you
you
he's not.
taking what I'm saying out of context. This is what I'm saying, Fred, and this is what you not understanding.
franchise quarterback will be
You rubbed out behind Jimmy Garoppolo, who hasn't done anything in the league,
Okay, hold on.
versus somebody who has a winning record in the league that has went to the playoff and has a completion
You're
rate
talking
of
about something
64%.
he did in 2015.
He's done it. What has Jimmy done?
He's a starter.
So that's all. So not Teddy's a starter. He's been a starter
Cam's
in Minnesota.
Cam's a starter. Is he putting up phenomenal numbers?
Cam Newton? No, he's not that good.
What has Jimmy done to have you flabbergasted like this?
I don't want y'all seeing Teddy Bridgewater as if y'all are some guy that this guy's a franchise quarterback. No, he's a backup QB.
Listen,
That's your
listen.
opinion. That's your
Teddy
opinion.
Bridgewater has the tools to
I'm
be a
going by
franchise
facts.
quarterback. Now, he still has to go out there and prove it throughout these 6 games. But for you to sit up here and act like he's not capable of going out there and leading his team through this 6-game stretch and possibly have a winning record.
He's playing 6 games. I'm fine with that. He's playing 6. That's why you got him. He's playing 6
Right.
games.
And he's putting himself in a situation
you're not asking him to do
for
anything
the
more.
future. Either we gonna roll with him after these 6 games for the future when Drew decides to hang it up, or we gonna come to a grasp to say to ourselves, no, he is not the answer. We gotta move on through the draft.
What I'm saying is,
If
you're asking him to do what these 6, as long as he goes 3-3 and he does 60% completion percentage, he goes 17 to 30. I'm fine with him. He's done his job. He's here to do a job. Now, as I'm looking at Teddy Bridgewater, is the guy I'm looking at long term to say, man, he's gonna be my guy going forward. I don't see Teddy Bridgewater
All right,
like that.
let me ask you
No,
something.
as long as he's gonna do his job these 3 games, I'm fine.
You a car guy. You a car guy. Let me ask you this. If you got an opportunity to run a used car sales spot or a new car sales spot, which one you going with?
New cars.
Okay. So here I am, the used car. All right. Now, I can go to the new car sales lot and get bought from somebody, right?
Okay.
Right. But they got 5 brand new. Every person that's looking for a vehicle that got money for a vehicle is 5 brand new, no miles, no nothing on it. You could put your own miles on that vehicle. You could do whatever you want in that car, and nobody else is happy.
Okay, where we going with this?
All right. What would you go with? Would you go with the brand new car, even though it's unproven? You go with the
I'm
brand
gonna go with the new cars.
Okay. So, why would I, Teddy Bridgewater, leave a situation where Drew Brees? I know Drew Brees' time is gone. All right. I'm getting paid. All right. I'm a vet in this league. I understand the game. Why would I go to Miami when I see what they're doing? I know they tanking. They're not even hiding it. Now, let me finish. Why would I sign on to the Cardinals, who also had interest in me, when they had the number 1 overall pick? Oh, that's one of those brand new things they're gonna get. No, regardless, I could go out there and throw for damn 2,000 yards in 2 games. At the end of some point in that season, I'm gonna get pushed out the way because they gotta see what the new toy can do. Or any other spots that needed everybody that needed a quarterback had that brand new car key. So you just said what you would do, and I just so help me understand that.
Okay, here's what I'm trying to get you to see. Teddy Bridgewater is exactly what he is. He's a backup /
What are you basing it off of?
His performance.
What performance?
Did you watch his preseason? Didn't he start those games?
This man keep talking about preseason.
You saw him play. Stop acting like you didn't see him play.
Fred, you gotta stop putting so much.
I'm not putting emphasis on preseason. I'm putting
emphasis
emphasis on what I
preseason
saw him do
and
and what he didn't do.
Bruh, nobody gives a damn about preseason. If Teddy
We gonna watch
Bridgewater,
these 6
if
games.
Teddy Bridgewater would have came out there and went 18 for 18 and threw for 500
How
yards
old
and 7
Teddy Bridgewater?
touchdowns, I wouldn't have got super excited.
No.
I'd have been like, I would have said to myself, all right, now you showing some promise, but that don't solidify how
Okay.
good you are or not
Okay, if Teddy
in this
Bridgewater,
league. It's preseason.
If
Are you
Ted-
serious?
okay, if Teddy Bridgewater got these next 6 games coming up, right? How old is Teddy Bridgewater?
What, he 26?
26. Young quarterback, right? Young quarterback, right? Young QB. Young QBs do what? They want to play. They're not trying to sit behind. It's the reason why Aaron Rodgers told the Packers, guess what? It's not going to be Brett Favre me. I'm tired of sitting behind. I sat behind him 3 years. Young quarterbacks need to play.
Fred.
That's how this works.
Fred.
Now, so Teddy Bridgewater now is sitting here. I'm behind Drew Brees. I'm in a great situation, right? If Teddy Bridgewater goes out there and throws for, let's say hypothetically, 400 yards, in 4 out of those 6 games, he only had 1 interception. Let's say he got 8 touchdowns. You think you want to go sit back and wait behind Drew Brees?
You acting like
you acting like Drew got years left in the league. This man probably gonna get ready to call it quits any day now.
You think you're gonna want to sit behind Drew Brees?
You know what you signed on for. You know who team it is right now,
bro.
That's it. All right. Look, all right. Here you go. I signed with the Lakers. LeBron get hurt. I go out and put up numbers that LeBron was doing. LeBron comes back. Am I saying, look, I'm in the starting 5. Damn, LeBron can't come
right
in.
now. You want
I'm doing the same thing that you just said. You think LeBron come back? You think I'm not going on the bench?
Man, how many teams Teddy Bridgewater?
Just answer the question, man.
LeBron plays the best player in the league.
Just answer the question. You think I'm not going back on the bench? Okay, let's switch.
You gonna find a way to make him play.
Let's switch it to a sub.
You gonna find a way to get him on the court.
That's easy because it's NBA. Now it's NFL. It's only one. It's only could be one quarterback. It's not like wide receiver or running back where you can put multiple people out there. It's just one guy can be out there. So you trying to tell me right now who's a subpar quarterback in your opinion?
Subpar, Mr. Trubisky.
Mr. Trubisky. All right, well, give me somebody else.
Well, I just gave you one.
Give me another one.
Jared Goff. I think Jared Goff is a little above average.
Okay, give in your all right. You want to go, Mr. Trubisky? I'll take me. I come in there and put up the same exact numbers that they put in for 3 games that they did in the grand snaps. When they back healthy to play, am I going on the bench or am I still out there?
What, subpar quarterback?
Subpar quarterback.
They just gave Jared Goff $170 million.
No, I'm saying I'm using your 2 subpar quarterback. I go out and put out the same numbers and do the same thing that Mr. Trubisky did. I go out and put out the same numbers that Blake Mayfield did. I go out and put the same numbers.
I would start Teddy Bridgewater if he outperformed them.
Outperform who?
If he outperformed Mr. Trubisky, I'll start him.
Or Baker Mayfield.
If Teddy Bridgewater outperformed him, I'm gonna start Teddy Bridgewater.
So if Teddy Bridgewater outperforms Drew, the 1.5 game, the 1 1/4 of a game that he's playing, you trying to tell me that
he got 6 games ahead of him. I'm not talking about the 1.5 game he made.
If Drew has 6 games and Teddy has 6 games, Drew gets hurt week 7 instead of week 2. Teddy puts up the same exact numbers that Drew Brees put up in the first 6 games. You trying to tell me that Drew Brees don't come back and start for the playoffs?
He didn't outperform him. He put up the same numbers.
What if he put up better numbers?
Let's say he put up 20 touchdowns, 5 interceptions.
If the offense is moving in a pace that it's a high power offense with Teddy Bridgewater is here, and the offense is out here scoring points at the point. If the offense come out here scoring 35 points a game for the next 6 weeks, then shit. You may want to keep that guy.
So you telling me, as the coach,
ain't gonna happen.
You gonna say. So your argument it has no validity behind it.
No,
your argument has no validity behind it. If you telling me
you only hear what you want to hear,
I'm telling you,
Bridgewater is out
how am I hearing what you? I just said the same thing. I just asked you the same question.
Teddy Bridgewater goes out here and puts up 35 points a game.
Mm-hmm. And then Drew Brees come back. You trying to tell me Drew Brees is not starting?
Right now, I would still strongly consider Teddy Bridgewater.
You see how you keep changing it. You
gotta keep him in there.
Okay, so
the offense is moving at a pace that is not moving with Drew Brees now.
In your honest opinion, you trying to tell me Drew Brees don't start?
Didn't y'all say Teddy Bridgewater is a franchise quarterback?
Your honest opinion. Hold on. You're a numbers guy. Hey, you're a numbers
Trump style, huh?
Hey, I'm about to come right back at you with your own shit. You're a numbers guy. All right, so you go with that. So you gonna pay somebody $30 million a year to be a backup, or you gonna pay somebody $5 million a year to be a backup?
What are you talking about?
How much does Drew make a year?
25. And last year's deal.
20. Oh, so
last year's deal.
Regardless, so you keeping $25 million that can be out there right now on the bench.
It's already paid for.
You putting in he get a check every Monday. It's not paid for.
Okay, if you cut Drew Brees, it's just guaranteed money. It makes no sense to cut a Drew Brees. Who gonna cut Drew Brees?
Who not gonna play a Drew Brees?
So why would I cut him?
So why would you not play him?
They're not playing Eli Manning either.
Eli, get the fuck out of here.
They paying him $25 million. They paying him $25 million.
Look, is there a first round draft pick?
We're gonna end this by just simply asking this. What's your prediction for Sunday?
The Saints win.
Saints lose.
Got the Saints losing?
'Cause I'm a real Saints fan.
Oh, so I'm supposed to pick them win every week.
I do.
I'm realistic.
Listen,
they're gonna lose this Sunday.
Obviously, you're not realistic. You say if Drew come back and trade for goes bananas, that Drew's not starting. You're not realistic.
Franchise quarterback.
I say he has the tools. They have to go out there.
And I say he is, but still, I'm not.
Franchise quarterback split.
I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid.
How many franchise quarterbacks on the bench? I rest my case.
You gotta stop.
Drew Bledsoe got put on the bench for
Pat
Tom Brady.
Mahomes was behind Alex Smith.
Was he a franchise quarterback then?
Yeah, obviously.
Was he a franchise quarterback then?
Yeah.
His rookie year when he sat on the bench, was he the franchise quarterback?
Technically, when you draft somebody in the first round, they're a first round quarterback.
And I want to say they traded up to get him.
Yep.
Anyway, on Sunday, I hope I'm wrong about this prediction I'm about to make, but that's how I feel. I do feel like we're going to lose on Sunday. I think that after this game, you're going to start to see Teddy Bridgewater and Taysom Hill kind of get a little more camaraderie with the offense, a little more chemistry and things of that nature. But I do think we lose on Sunday. But I do think it's going to be a dogfight. It ain't going to be easy for the Seattle Seahawks to beat us. I just think with the crowd noise and us not having to come home, staying on the West Coast, it's a lot of different variables that are going to come into this. Traquan Smith not playing. Anzalone's not playing. Kurtwood's not playing. So we got a lot of different things.
I think Pete could be hurt.
He is. He's not playing.
Yeah.
See, we got a lot of different elements that's gonna make a difference in this game on Sunday. But I think it's gonna be close. I got the Seahawks beating us 24-17.
I got us beating us 28-25. I think the Saints offense gets a little going. They find a way to get in the end zone like they didn't do last week. Obviously, they kicked 3 field goals last week. I think this week here, the offense gets a little more going. They got more game plan for Teddy Bridgewater. They find a way to score a few times, but I don't think it's not enough. They're on the road. This is the second road game being on the West Coast. I think a lot has happened within these few weeks. Obviously, injuries going to have their place in their role. As alone is a big piece of what they like to do. Going Kiki Alonso, I think it was the perfect timing right now, making that trade.
So is Anzalone out for the year?
No, I think he's on IR. But I think he's able to come
that
back.
same shoulder again,
Yeah,
too.
I think he's on IR. So having the Kiki Alonso is a perfect time to have in this situation. But you're throwing him in down to 5. You got a lot of injuries going on the West Coast. A lot of changes to the offense. I think they lose this week 28-25. But I think you start to see a little more production out of the franchise running back with Kamara. Start seeing a little more, standing up plays out of Michael Thomas. You saw Jared Cook catch the football a little more better because he realized who he gets the ball from. You start seeing more progression. But I just think it's not enough to go to Seattle to beat that team.
Now, this the only way I see us winning this game. If we can get 2 turnovers on defense,
and I think on their side of the ball.
If we could get 2 critical turnovers in this game, then I think we could mess around and win the game. But Russell Wilson does such a good job at protecting the ball and not turning it over. That's going to be a task on Sunday. But if I feel like we can get 2 turnovers, we can mess around and upset the people down there.
I think the turnover could be critical where they happen at. I don't think it could be those turnovers where it's like a punt. You caught a long interception, but you're starting your own 20-yard line. I think
you got to flip the field position.
You got to flip the field position. I think if you get 2 turnovers of that magnitude with a shortened field, I think the Saints got a shot.
And our D-line has to, not just rush up the field this week. Because as soon as Russell Wilson sees a gap or a little hole, he out of there. And that could hold problems for us on Sunday. So we got to make sure we're not just rushing up the field, staying in our lanes, making a pocket to where he's condensed and not letting him get out of there and make plays and extend plays with his legs and finding Tyler Lockett 30 yards downfield for a bomb.
I don't see what the hell y'all worried about. Let me tell you something. Game starts in the trenches. We're better than them on the defensive line than they are on the offensive line. Our offensive line is better than their defensive line. They only got 1 guy. Not like this is not the Seattle of old. This is not the Legion of Boom where they had 4 legit guys. You're like, shit. All right. The one guy you got to worry about in their defense is Bobby Wagner. He's right there. All right. Their offense, nothing scares me. Nothing scares me. You don't have to worry about Doug Baldwin making that phenomenal type catch that bails out Russell.
Phenomenal route runner.
Russell Wilson. Our D line's we've been getting steady, active pass rush. It's not gonna stop now. That's the only player that you really gotta watch out for them for is Tyler Lockett. Marcus Williams stays in the middle of the field. Defense keeps it close. It's give up no big plays. They don't have that bell cow running back that scares you.
Carson is decent. He's decent.
He don't have that bell cow running back that scares you.
Nah, he's not no more. He's not no beast mode. He can get y'all.
Did I let you go? You don't got no bell cow running back that scares you. They don't have the breakout wide receiver really that can really scare you. That you look. It's Tyler Lockett, who's really a return special in the slot guy that they got playing the number one. It's a rookie on the other side. No brainer, man.
And look, don't forget about Ziggy Ansah, kid from they got from Detroit. He's a really good pass rusher. Him and Clowney could cause some problems, but I'm not concerned to the degree why I feel like they're gonna make that kind of an impact on the game. But
they're outside pass
Clowney, he gonna take half of the plays off anyway. But the game, in the plays he do come on, and he not taking plays off, he gonna come with it. I think we figure out a way to contain him and not let him impact the game too much.
It's those two guys against. This is the reason why. And like week one showed me, J.J. Watt rushed from the outside, no pressure whatsoever. Week two, Donald from the inside. All right, that's the issue. They don't have the guy coming from the inside.
Right. I'll read a couple of comments. We're gonna switch gears. Cardell Joyce says, y'all talking all truth. Brian Jenkins says, Carson is a fumbling machine. He'll give it up.
Hope you're right.
Cardell Joyce says, this game is going to come down to whether our D-line controls the line scrimmage and whether our offense can sustain drives. Ed Ray says, and Apple needs to play some good defense. Right. A lot of contributing factors going to the game, man. I mean, like I said, biggest thing is 2 road games being on the West Coast. Just a change in adjustment in the offense. Obviously, going from different, scheme, figuring out how to play a little different because obviously you don't have Drew Brees under center for the next 6 weeks. I just think it's a lot to make an adjustment to in a short period of time. And I think in Seattle, just overall, they're a playoff team. They're a really good team. I got them. That's probably, them and the Rams are really neck and neck as far as who controls the NFC West.
I think they're better than the Rams. I think they're better than the Seahawks. Rather, I think the Rams better than the Seahawks by far.
But they're in competition. And so right now I get in the age, right now I got them winning the game. But we're gonna switch gears a little bit. Going to the South, but we're gonna switch gears to the AFC South. They got a guy down there who was number 20 in Jacksonville. Jalen Ramsey. Arguably one of the NFL's best corners in the game. He has made him and Doug Marrone had an argument on the sidelines, and now it's being stated that he has requested a trade. What is the value of Jalen Ramsey? You guys see that out there? Obviously, what team you think he would benefit most being traded to? What kind of value you guys think that Jalen Ramsey brings to the team? And what kind of thing what he should get here for? Is he a first-round pick? Is he 2 first-round picks? Is he a pick and a third? What's the case up with Jalen Ramsey? And would you trade for Jalen Ramsey?
Hell yeah. What question is that?
Some people wouldn't trade for Antonio Brown, but I was at my.
It depends on what I'm giving up. I'm not giving up 2 first-round picks for him. I'm just not doing that. Now, if you want to take my first-round pick for 2020 and take like a 5th rounder for 2021, we can do that. If you want my first and my 5th rounder for this year, we can do that. But I'm not giving you 2 first-round picks. I just don't think it's worth it, especially for somebody like the Kansas City Chiefs, who they talking about. That's who's supposed to be pursuing it. But I want to see a particular team pursue this guy, and that's the Green Bay Packers. Can you imagine him and Jair Alexander? If you're not familiar with Jair Alexander, the corner for the Green Bay Packers, I didn't have him in my top 5 coming into the NFL, but I mean, he is not far from them guys. I think he's a top corner in this league, and him and Jalen Ramsey will bring that defense to a better state.
You don't like Kevin King?
I like Kevin King. I mean,
give me the slide.
No, he can't play the slide. That's the problem.
Listen.
Yeah, you got to get point
there. Jalen Ramsey.
He's long. He's rangy.
Jair Alexander can play in the slide too, though. Jalen Ramsey can play all over the field. I mean, you can move him and do a lot of different things. And I'm going to tell you, you can never have too many good cornerbacks. So I just think that the Packers, that would put them in a whole different class, and that would have them for sure winning the division if you add somebody like Jalen Ramsey to that defense. You know what Aaron Rodgers is going to give you. You know what he's going to give you. You know what that offense look like is up to par right now. LaFleur look like he got that offense. Him and Aaron Rodgers on the same page. So I would love to see the Packers go out and make a move like this and get Jalen Ramsey to the Packers. he can't go to the Packers, honestly, I think the Saints should be somebody that pursue this guy.
I don't know why the hell Mickey. What you waiting on?
Listen, if we can give up a first rounder and a fifth rounder, because I saw a report that they would possibly consider taking a fifth rounder and a first rounder.
Right.
And so the thing about it is, he gonna want his money.
Yes.
So that's the big problem with him coming to us, because we gotta pay Marshawn, we gotta pay Kamara, we gotta pay.
He's a holdout waiting to happen.
Yes.
So he's a holdout waiting to happen.
That's something that you gotta think about going into this if you pick him. But I would definitely give up a first and a fifth rounder. I'm not giving up 2 first rounders for Jalen Ramsey. I'm sorry, he's good, but he ain't no damn Deion Sanders.
All right, look, I'm giving up first round, fifth round, and any damn scragglers that's just collecting checks. What y'all need, what you want, I got it. Look, anybody but goddamn, look, I wouldn't be surprised, but he injured, but you just name all the people we got to sign, and Pete is one of them. I wouldn't be opposed to look, Pete, boom, picks, give us a couple of picks in return.
Yeah,
that's
how we gonna pay him.
That's the problem. That's the problem.
You know what I'm saying? You just open up some money by letting Pete go. By trading Pete off, it gives you more flexibility. And then if you I think what I've learned too, and even just with talking with a couple guys, if you put a guy, you gotta think, Jalen Ramsey only been on one winning team since he's been here, since he's been in the league. And if you put them in a winning situation where they winning, they're willing to work. Like, all right, look, we can't we gotta pay this guy, we draft him, we gotta pay this guy, we draft him. If we franchise you and then can we franchise you and then start to negotiate? We'll have all of next year.
I don't see Jalen Ramsey doing that.
It's just certain.
I mean, that would be a good approach, but do you think him and his agent going to consider doing something like that?
No, my thing is because we seen it time and time again. Winning cures all. You know what I'm saying? I've seen. Look what happened with Darrell Reeves. You think Darrell Reeves was Darrell? And we know Darrell Reeves was about that money. And then he gets with the Patriots. Like, look. Let us slow play this because we boom, boom, boom. He slow played it, got paid. Next thing, got a ring. Boom. Next thing you know, he signed his nice little 2-year deal. Got his ring out of there. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Winning culture. Because the Jaguars, from outside looking in, look like a toxic culture. Nobody seems to be happy.
Right. And a lot of the players been coming out saying they don't believe. They don't stand behind Doug Marrone. You saw that on the bench when he came over to Jalen Ramsey. All of them got up and started defending Jalen Ramsey. It's crazy. And
then you got an issue. You know what I'm saying? Sasha Khan, who I think is one of the better owners in the league, but his money is from overseas. He's mostly overseas until he's only in state the day before the game, day of the game, the day after the game. To sign off on the checks and he's gone.
You go to an AEW event, that's about it.
You know what I'm saying? So you don't have. It's not like if Drew got a problem, he can go talk to the Brees to the business right now. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got it. You gotta if you want to sit down and have that face to face. I don't think that whole environment over there. Then you got Tom Coughlin over there. Once a coach, always a coach. I don't care what position they put you in. You gotta deal, and then he's one of the boss figures for you now too. I just don't think. But you know what I'm saying, getting here, going on a run, and then looking on the side like, you know what? I got a young up and coming cornerback too in Marshawn Lattimore. I'm getting a pass rush. All these guys are already paid too, so we can be just don't have to be a Seattle or our situation where all our guys. You know what I'm saying? We did our thing. Everybody got to get paid, and the whole defense changed.
Here's where the problem comes in. This is actually last year. Once he leaves, this upcoming free agency, he's a complete free agent. Like a whole. His 50th option is going to be up. The thing with Jalen Ramsey that you got to take into account is that the highest paid corner is Xavier Howard at 15 million. He's better than he's going to command $15 million plus, and we don't know how much guaranteed signing bonus this guy's going to command. Jalen Ramsey is going to hold out to be the highest paid corner in the NFL. That's just
the issue.
That's just the issue.
Winning
is not going to solve what he wants to become as far as compensation. That guy's going to want to be compensated. He's going to be the highest paid corner in the game come this offseason. Going to the last year of his deal, so whoever trades for him is going to understand that fact and that you're going to compensate the guy, make this guy the highest paid league because he's not going to play any more down to that happens. But if I'm the Kansas City Chiefs, the Saints, I would love to trade for him. If you could trade Pete right now in that contract, you could trade Apple, you could throw a first-round pick in the fifth, by all means, I think that would. Because right now the Saints is such a win-now situation. I'll try to figure that out when the time comes. You got the guy in here. There's nothing wrong with that. But we just are going to be a cap-strapped team, and we don't need two guys holding out to be the highest paid of their position. We're going to have the same problem with Alvin Kamara coming up. He's going to hold out to get money like Ezekiel Elliott, and you don't need a guy over here at corner trying to be the highest paid corner in the NFL. You don't need both of those guys holding out come next offseason. So it's going to be hard for the Saints to do it. But Kansas City is the best fit because they have a franchise quarterback who is not due for an extension for the next 2-3 more years. So they have a situation where they can pay other guys before you got to start paying Pat Mahomes the $40+ million.
So you would just take the risk of just trading for Jalen Ramsey and just.
If I'm the Chiefs, I will.
No, I'm talking about the Saints.
I can't do it. I wouldn't do it. Only because of you're gonna have two holdouts. You don't need Alvin Kamara holding out and say, listen, I see what Zeke got. My numbers need to look like that. And that's my issue. That's my issue. It's gonna be winning is not gonna cure the fact that Jalen Ramsey will want to become the highest paid corner. He's better than Xavier Howard. He gonna want more than $15 million a year. God knows how much signing bonds you have to try to put on that to make that deal work. Alvin Kamara's just seen what Zeke signed for. That is the benchmark. Him and Christian McCaffrey are looking at them two numbers and saying to themselves, I need to be somewhere close. Alvin Kamara, the amount of touchdown he scored the first 2 years, he's saying if I can eclipse that number, he'll hold out to do it because he's gonna have all the leverage, like Michael Thomas had all the leverage.
I wonder if Philly will trade for him. That was another place that I thought they could possibly.
I tell you who I don't want to see trade for him. Goddamn New England. They don't need to trade for him. Somehow, some way, that guy can't get to Foxborough. If that's the case, we can just stop watching these games.
Man, fuck that. We don't trade for that. I don't give a damn. I don't give a goddamn. All that shit sound good and all very analytical and all thought out. Fuck that shit. We need this motherfucker here in the goddamn shit. Look, man, do you realize what it'll do for the defense as a whole? With this setting the tone? Man, look, fuck that. Get his ass here. But here's the thing about draft picks. They look good until you put the player in front of that motherfucker. And when the player that goes with that pick doesn't live up, all of a sudden, you don't know what to happen.
Right.
I'd rather something proven than.
So you would give up 2 first-round
No,
picks?
hell no. I said one. Another, like a later round pick.
I say that. I'll just deal with it. We can give up a first and a fifth. But if I got to give up 2 firsts, especially with him going into a contract year.
Yeah, but the Jacksonville Jaguars are saying themselves, look what Laramie Tunsil just got traded. Granted, Kenny Stills was part of that deal, but it was 2 first-round picks in the second. Don't get me wrong, Kenny Stills is not a first-round pick.
But what the league is looking at saying, look what Mika Fitzpatrick just got traded for.
Right.
One pick.
And he's saying
younger, not in trouble. Fuck what you talking about.
But I'm just looking at this kid saying to myself, if you're making a trade, as a diehard Saints fan, I want to do it. I just know that if you can win this year, it's a gamble worth taking. But if you don't win the Super Bowl, if you traded for Jalen Ramsey, if you do all the Saints, man, you got a problem this offseason. You're going to have 2 massive holdouts. And that's something that you don't need to go into the season, especially if Drew Brees is not coming back to the team. You know what I mean? If you can't ask Drew Brees, say, listen, can I get that one more year out? Drew Brees said, I'm hanging the cleats up, right? You going into the offseason with a retired Hall of Fame franchise quarterback with 2 players that's going to say, I need to be number 1 in my position. You can't afford that distraction.
You about to get rid of fucking $25 million. So 15, 17. That leaves about 11 left for what you're gonna be paying Drew. Go to Whitney. Take out some installment loans. Boom, that's Marshawn. Go to Rouse's. Look, cut them check. Look, we put all the 4 leaves in there. Cut that check to us. You know what I'm saying? There go Kamara. Bada boom, bada bing. Our fucking defense is set for the next 4 years, at least, with people in their prime or about to hit their prime.
Right now, Ryan Ramczyk said, "I want more money than Lionel Collins."
Well, hey, look, he the best tackle, he the best right tackle in the league.
Right.
But guess what?
Now you call it Make America.
You're not.
We need more money.
He not due yet. He not due yet.
Him and Lattimore came the same year.
Well,
They do it at the same time.
You paid Ramczyk before you paid Lattimore.
All right, then. So you saying pay?
Well, hold on. All three of them bitches came together. Somebody got to get this Winn-Dixie money. Somebody got to get this Hibernian money.
So he over here acting like Jerry Jones over here, huh? Okay, I'm gonna pay Jalen Smith. Yeah, I'm gonna pay Lionel Collins. Yeah, I'm gonna get Zeke his money. What I'm gonna do about Bowen Jones? I don't know. You got it.
We gonna make it.
We're gonna do about that. I mean, I don't know what we're gonna do.
You know what I'm saying?
Moving on.
You know what I'm saying? And tell the producer we got somebody trying to call in.
Oh, producer, we got somebody trying to call in. Listen, moving on. Let's talk about some college football. We around this time college football.
How about them damn Tigers?
How about them Tigers?
That's all I gotta say.
How about them Tigers? Speaking about them Tigers.
I told y'all, motherfucker.
Old Joe Burrows, number 9.
Talk about my boy now.
Can Joe Burrows hold that Heisman Trophy at the end of the year? Is Joe Burrows your Heisman Trophy favorite up to this point? Can Joe Burrows win the Heisman?
I'm not saying he's my Heisman Trophy winner that I picked to win the Heisman Trophy, but I do think he has a great chance to be in New York as a candidate for the Heisman. There's still a lot of football left to be played. The numbers he's putting up right now is astronomical. I can't tell you that I thought I seen this coming. I knew Joe Brady was going to make a big impact on his offense and change it around, but I had no idea it was going to look like this. The 471 yards that he had against Texas, second most of school history, that's just unbelievable for him to come out there and have that kind of performance on the road against a good Texas team. So we'll see.
We'll see. All right, we got a caller here. Caller, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh,
we got a lady on.
Got a lady.
I'm a lady. Yeah, I'm a lady that was raised in a house with 10 boys. I've been watching the Saints when we was walking in the stadium with them paper bags on. And you talking about you down in our quarterback, our second string quarterback. That quarterback, he could throw. If you go to 2015 and 2016 when he was with the Miami Vikings, he brought them boys to 11-5, brought them to the playoffs. They could have went. If he wouldn't have got hurt, they would have went to the Super Bowl. So if you look at the tape
from 4 years ago,
look at the tape from when this boy played the Rams on Sunday, we was playing against the referees, we was playing against their team, and then he didn't have the rhythm because he had been playing with the first seed. So you can't give the man, you gotta give a man some you gotta give him the benefit of the doubt. Now he should have the jitters off of him this Sunday, because if you do your history, do your homework, the boy have a strong arm. He could throw touchdowns. He not no popcorn.
We gonna see.
She killing your ass,
right? Yes, he is. But he can't throw all the way to that end zone and get us no touchdowns.
So let me ask you this, man.
Let me ask you this. Ask me whatever you want to ask me, because guess what? Like I said, I've been watching them for 48 years. When I used to walk in there with a paper bag, I'm a season ticket holder, so I will be in there when the Dallas Cowboys talking that trash and all this here. I got faith in Bridgewater. Because I'm a pimp. You got to show sportsmanship. You can't get up here. We already got the whole other 31 teams hating on the Saints, and our own fans hating on our team. Come on now, bro. Y'all got to give me a break.
Hold on. Let me explain something real quick. Let me explain something real quick. G Sports and Coach Hurricane here, that's me. Look, we are with you. That boy Fred, though, you need to get on his ass.
I'm saying he's not a franchise quarterback. All I say, he got to do his job. He got to go there and do his job.
You got to give the man. Let me tell you something. When you start a job, just like your boy used the analogy about the new code. When you start a job, you ain't gonna go in no job doing what the people want you to do. You won't stumble and fumble. You're not gonna have everything all right. Come on now, we could go, and I'm not prejudiced. If we could support the Caucasian brother, why we can't support the black man? Come on now, y'all.
I'm not.
What it is, Fred, this is my issue with you with the whole situation. If Teddy Bridgewater,
come on now, you got
Teddy Bridgewater had started some games.
Both of y'all coaches, all three of y'all coaches, y'all know how this goes. You got to have sportsmanship. No matter what the coach say, if you don't like what it is, you still got to play the game of sportsmanship. Come on, let's support this black man. Come on now. Come on, chill out with the bull. Come on now.
All I say is this. He got to go in there and do his job. That's all he has to do. He got 6 games.
But you said he's not a franchise quarterback.
No, he's not.
But how do you know that?
It don't matter if I don't care if he a walk-on. We still got to support him. He got on the gold jersey.
Let me ask you this, man. First of all, I want to say I love a woman that's in tune with the NFL and know what's going on. You sound like you know what's going on. I love it.
I didn't say he's not franchise
quarterback. I just told you. I was raised in a house with 10 boys. I'm half hen, half rooster. You got 14 divisions. You got 32 teams, and you got 31 teams that can't on the Saints don't want to see them get another Super Bowl ring. And I'll be damned if I let the Who That Nation be sitting up here hating on our team like all them other haters.
So let me ask you this question. Do you feel that if Teddy Bridgewater, because Fred made this comment, we talked about it early on in the segment. If Teddy Bridgewater comes in these 6 games and say we go 5-1 and he throwing that ball all over the field,
man, let me explain something. This man slinging that ball to the end zone all the way. He's not going to do no pop-ups. He's going to swing to the end zone. If you go back and watch the tape from Sunday, if that ball would have turned around, he pitched, we'd have had a touchdown.
This is my question to you, though. My question is, if he come these 6 games and he plays phenomenal, say we go 5-1 in these 6 games, he put them astronomical numbers.
I believe.
Right. So if that happens, when Drew Brees is coming back, do you keep Teddy Bridgewater in the starting lineup, or do you bring Drew Brees back in?
They're not going to do it because at the end of the day, he's the second man. You a coach, bro. You know how this goes.
I'm just asking your opinion.
Bring us all the way. He's only stepping up because he's the next man up.
But I'm just asking you
your opinion. He ain't about to be our starting quarterback. Our starting quarterback is injured. So after rehabilitation with our first string starting quarterback, he's gonna sit back down. But if you look at the stats, if you look at what ESPN and what Sean Payton has already explained to them, he's gonna do the same thing that he did in preseason. Since you talked about preseason, sir, let me bring it back to you. Remember it. He talked about preseason. If you watch the preseason game, Sean Payton did. He played Tyson Hill 2 quarters. He played Bridgewater 2 quarters. And that's what he's going to do Sunday in Seattle. And you're going to call me up and you're going to inbox me and say, sister, you know what you're talking about.
So they're going to play both of them? Hold on. They're not going to do that now. They're going to flip-flop the guys 2 quarters, right?
Hold on. Can you introduce yourself to the FanView Nation and tell us your name and where you're from?
Look, Who That Nation, I'm Prophetess Keisha Keller. You gonna see me, I be in all the home games. I will be there when Dallas talking that shit. I'm gonna be in there when it's football season. I change to straight up a dog matter situation. I don't want to be your friend. If you got the same thing, don't come to my house. Don't call my house. We ain't talking about nothing. If we ain't talking about the Who That Nation, don't come to my house. We ain't got nothing to talk about until after the game.
I need to sit by you for the Saints game.
What part of the city you're from, baby? What part of the city?
I'm from New Orleans, uptown New Orleans, and I'm a diehard Saints fan. Diehard. I've been a Saints fan before when they came running out in 2009 and won the game. I was rooting for the Saints when they played them people and they won for the Super Bowl. So I'm telling you, brother, you is a coach. You know how this goes. He gonna play. I'm telling you, right now they're probably practicing.
Yeah, they
And
probably
it's gonna be just like I just told you. He gonna put Tyson Hill in there. 2 quarters, he gonna put Brees Waters in there. Then he gonna swap it up and he gonna put Tyson Hill in special teams and he gonna play these trick games. Mark my words, I'm telling you, I know how this dude operate. I've been watching him. Like I said, the only reason why we ain't got 2 champions because they keep cheating us.
Who your favorite Saints player all time?
All of them. I don't have no favorite team member. All of them. All 53 members of them. All of them. Not just one. That's why I keep understanding. Y'all talking that shit. If you believe black is gold, let's support the man and let him go ahead on and be him. He ain't no Drew Brees. He's not the Caucasian brother. He is the black brother. Let's support him. I got all
I don't have a choice but to support him. He's going to be starting for the next 6 weeks. I don't have a choice.
For the Cowboys, I will have on number 5 because I have sportsmanship. See, I played basketball in high school, and I was taught you have to have sportsmanship. And if you can't have sportsmanship, you don't need to be on the team.
What high school you
All
played
the people that talking that stuff that don't have sportsmanship, don't come to the game. Say your tickets.
What high school you played for?
I played for John Max. I went to Culver. John Max was where I played. And so I went to Culver. I went to McDonald 15 Elementary School. I am a product of the public school, but I bleed black and gold.
Listen, we ain't got no choice but to support Teddy Bridgewater.
You can't change my mind. They can't tell me, look, I had a guy to try to flirt with me. He's a Dallas Cowboy. I said, I can't have no part with you because you is a cowgirl. He in my house, we will serve the Saints.
Man,
we won't have no divided house in here.
I could appreciate a Saints fan like this. I could appreciate it. I could appreciate it.
Passionate. It's Saints or nothing.
Well, Miss Keller, we appreciate you calling in. Make sure you call next week.
Oh, yeah, I have to see. I was listening to you, and I'm like, they keep on with this phone and just keep on talking about the Bridgewater, this bridge. If we don't step up and support, put our arm around our arm, this is just like, everybody got to go in the mind frame of 2005 when Katrina hit. Briggs, this is your Katrina. This is where your fate is being tested at. So he's the next man up. So since this is the next man up, we got to embrace him and let him know that we down for him. I don't care what Sean do. Sean, like he said when I read ESPN the other day, he told Seattle up there, he said they just got to be prepared for 2 quarterbacks. So now Seattle is practicing for him and they're practicing for Tyson Hill because both of them have happy feet. Yeah, so guess what? They got it in their mind they want to win. So they're gonna probably run. They're going to put up the run game. They probably going to do the 3-man rush a few times. Watch what I tell you.
Man, just make sure you call in next Thursday so we can talk about this game.
I'm going to call in every time. As long as the Saints playing, I will be calling. Just watch for this number because I'm going to be on here because I'm sick of these haters, these fake Saints fans, for one. They keep on talking about they Saints fans and they not Saints fans, and because they don't think they didn't forgot when we was walking in the dome with the brown paper bags. They're stealing stories. They could go get them and start selling them. I might go get some bags and start selling them. Do y'all remember?
I remember when we had Billy Joe,
Billy Joe Holbrook.
You know what I'm saying?
Who they remember? I don't know if they remember. The best thing that came for the Saints was when Peyton and Drew Brees came. Peyton came.
Team best players with Willie Roper.
To be right now. If Peyton wouldn't have signed that 5-year extension contract, guess what? Jerry would have been trying to go wave some money in his face. The Cowgirls want Sean Payton so bad that Sean refused to go ahead on because he loved this city. And he down with the so he ain't trying to become no cowgirl.
He just signed a 5-year extension.
When we got Brees had just had a
Shoulder injury.
what that is, a rotator cuff. He just got a rotator cuff surgery done. So this is why he can't throw number 20 to 30 yards. He throw pop-ups. He can't never throw all. How many times y'all have seen this man throw to the end zone? Them big dummies, they all they fair weather frames.
Miss Keller, look, this is what I need you to do for me, baby. I need you to go to our fan page. Make sure you like and tell all your friends about us. Because we are true Saints fans. Except Fred, he part-time.
Man, they got so I ain't trying to deal with none of them because all of them fair weather fans. They talk their talk, but they ain't walking the walk. I ain't got time to be talking to no fair weather friends.
Hey, but look, your boy Coach Hint and your boy G Sports, we your friend. Now we all the way weather. We in all weather. I don't give a damn if it's stormy or that damn summer rain that Carl Thomas was talking about.
Well, I'm gonna see
we
y'all,
all the way here.
I'm gonna see y'all gonna see me in the Superdome. I'm in section 106. 106. I'm right in there. I will be in there for them cowgirls. I'm ready.
Holla at you,
All right.
We appreciate the
Miss Keller.
So y'all peace and love. I love y'all. And y'all keep it up. And look, don't keep him in the middle. He needs to get it together. He needs his brain exam. Huh?
Hey, we tell him he drank bleach.
He in that middle. He's great, but he upset the weather first. Y'all got to get him together. What his name is?
Fred. His name is Brandon Fred Jones.
G Sports said the Cowboys #1 team in the NFL right now.
Peace and love, y'all.
Peace and love. You have a good one. Fred, she got on your ass.
You're supposed to.
That shit is timeless. That shit is timeless, bro. Well, Fred, she got on your ass like you can't, like you just got your damn school clothes dirty.
Raven Rice. All over my clothes.
All over.
All over.
Did I tell you take your school clothes off when you get home?
Back to the topic at hand. We're talking about LSU and Joe Burrow, and do we think he could be a Heisman candidate? Like I said, the numbers he's putting up, it's hard to say he's not gonna be sitting in New York having an opportunity to get his name called to win the Heisman. Do I think he's gonna keep this kind of quarterback play up throughout the rest of the season and throughout SEC play? I'm a little leery about that. If he does, you can cancel Christmas. Everybody might well just get ready to get his name get called in New York. So, but Joe Burrow is playing great. I think it's more about Joe Brady and how he's implemented this offense, this Saints offense at LSU, and it's going to give defensive coordinators a lot to prepare for because you haven't seen this from LSU in the last, I don't even know, 12 years.
Never.
04.
Since Jimbo Fisher was there. In the Nick Saban era.
You didn't see it like this.
What I'm saying is it was throwing the ball around back then.
Yeah, they had Dwayne Bowe and Buster Davis.
Yeah, so I just think that Joe Brady is doing a great job utilizing all those big-time receivers that the LSU Tigers got. And I said before the season, I thought they had the best receiving coordination top to bottom. And Jamar Chase and Terrace Marshall, Dylan, Justin Jefferson, Racing McMath, they are doing a great job spreading the ball around to them guys. The running backs, Kyle Edwards, he left. I think he's doing a great job. He's getting better and better. I think at some point you're going to see Chris Curry and John Emery and those guys get some reps here and there. And I think they're going to be able to do it by running back by committee as the season go on. But I'm going to tell you, if Joe Burrow can do this when they play Alabama, that's going to be another Heisman moment for him. And if he put up those kind of numbers against Alabama, LSU not only going to have a Heisman Trophy candidate or a Heisman Trophy winner, they're going to be holding up that natty trophy.
Yeah. Listen, man. Right now, after the first few weeks of college football, it's really a two-man race between him and Jalen Hurts. Obviously, Jalen Hurts is going to play some atrocious defense.
Now, going to throw Justin Fields in there?
I think Justin Fields is playing really, really good. But right now, I'm not going to put Justin Fields in. I think he's probably third or fourth. I'll probably put Jonathan Taylor right now above him out of Wisconsin. But right now, it's really a two-man race between Joe Burrow and Jalen Hurts. That's mainly because Jalen Hurts could go out there and throw for 300 yards and rush for 100. You got a quarterback who can combine for a total of 450 yards, 500 yards. It's going to be kind of hard to say that guy's not in contention for the Heisman Trophy, especially when he get into the big ball play and he start playing some real atrocious defense. But right now, Joe Burrows is looking like an elite college football quarterback. And what you seen against Texas, what you seen against Georgia Southern, what you seen against Northwestern, it's not a fluke. He is playing at a very elite level in college football right now. So if he can continue up this pace, especially going into SEC play, you'll start seeing that when they play Florida in the next couple of weeks. If he can maintain against Florida, who's in the top 10 team in the country, and do that, so the same kind of performance, and start playing the A&Ms, and he start playing obviously the Auburns, and start playing the SEC West, and start putting up those same kind of numbers, then it's really gonna come down to it's going to be his trophy to lose because he's playing stiffer defensive competition than what Jalen Hurts is playing. So right now, it's his to lose.
And I think another thing that's going to go in his favor and LSU favor, really, when you look at their schedule, Alabama is the only really tough road test they're going to have, in my opinion. All the rest of the tough games they got in the SEC is going to be at home. So I think that's going to play into his favor and LSU favor as well.
One day, y'all going to start listening to me. I told y'all back in the summer, I got laughed at. I was told they wouldn't stay with this offense by my co-host. Before the season started, I told Fred that Angie, I said, Jalen Hurts would be a Heisman Trophy candidate. I was called crazy. I said, Joe Burrow either going to win it or be the runner-up. I was looked at like I was dumb. Fast forward to where we at now. When I tell you, it's a whole new look offense for real. It's a whole new team. Let me tell you about what he's doing. The tempo at what they're going at. All right. First of all, you got a 3 running back monster. You got 2 freshmen, Tyron Jackson and John Emery, who's passed up everybody else on the depth chart except Clyde Everly. The only reason why they didn't even play that much in Texas is because of blitz pickup. Because none of them was early enrollees. They all came at the same time over the summer. Right. So that's the only thing that's holding back from getting way more touches. Then it's the ball distribution. First of all, I'm so glad we interviewed this young man on our show when he was still in Heisman. When he was still in high school, right after he got hurt, right before he got hurt, in Terrence Marshall. I knew that he wasn't 100% last year, but he was out there going. He was out there giving everything he had. What a difference a healthy Terrence Marshall is. Oh my God. You're seeing it all over the place.
Yes.
Jamar Chase, you know what he brings to the table. Then you got the ever reliable. I'll tell you, the guy I'm most surprised about, because when he came out of high school, I was like, all right, he's a good high school kid. He's not going to be, especially, I was one of the ones. I'm a man. I'm admit when I'm wrong. But hey, the only reason why he going to LSU because his brother went there. The Jeffersons, got say they got. I don't know the next time Destrehan's going to have one. Emery was there, so it's like you had Glenn Logan on the team. You had so you got to keep the Destrehan pipeline open. Boom. Now look what hard work got him. Look where he's at now. Joe Burrow has not only changed the culture of LSU, helped save Ed's job. He's probably the biggest recruit in the last 10 years. I'll say. Probably the last, just by what he's doing.
Right.
Look at the recruiting landscape now. Oh, that's what y'all doing at LSU now? Oh, whenever you sign, this is crazy. Whenever you sign Devontae Lee and Trey Palmer on a team that's only has one senior at wide receiver in Derek Dillon. Justin Jefferson's draft eligible. Terrence Marshall and Jamar Chase ain't going nowhere.
Right.
Plus, you had Jared Jenkins. You still got Racy. It's about 2 more other ones in there that I'm missing. Sullivan. But it would have been D. Anderson, but he's another senior. So you're like, that's it. And you still get Coy. You're getting Booty. You're getting Barrett. Is that the kid out of Alabama?
I forgot I think he's from
He's
Georgia.
the number one wide receiver in the nation.
Yeah.
You know, you get those guys to come in. That shows you like, all right, look, that's a real deal offense. That's what we want to play. And then the offense didn't miss a beat. Now, I'm not saying that he's no Joe Brady, but when Miles Brady caught that thing, it didn't miss a beat. Regardless of the competition, this is the thing that I never understood about what Les was doing. You recruiting kids from spread programs, and you're putting them in an I formation. You're handcuffing them. You're not doing. That's just like going to get a thoroughbred race horse and keep them locked up in the stable all day.
Right.
And just giving him that little ring to run around in. You're not letting him do what he's supposed to be doing. You go into a spread offense where these kids are comfortable with. Where now, look, you tell me where to get to, and then just use my athleticism. Yards after catch. Man, look, I haven't seen a wide receiver trio that produced at LSU like these guys. Now you have guys that went on, like you have you brought Dwayne Bowe. All right, you had Dwayne Buster early in Brandon didn't do much of nothing in college, and then they get to the league. It's like, holy crap!
Right.
You know what I'm saying? These guys could actually play. You know, Sterling Shepard is still in the league.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But he was overshadowed by the two guys that were actually doing stuff. Now it's like, boom, we showing you now what they can do, and no matter what unit it's in, when we substitute is going, what does that do? It forces the other hand of the other offense, because now it's not like, all right, that offense is gonna grind it out. They're gonna pound it. Eventually, they're gonna break a long run. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, they're gonna pound us, but we ain't gotta work. You know, 21 points is the most we'll give them. You know, that's our offense. Now it's like, shit, in a 4-minute drill, they are still throwing the ball. When they're trying to eat up clock, they are still throwing the ball. We have to cover all 55 yards of the field plus the 110 that in depth, and they're using every bit of it. It's phenomenal what they've been doing. I think once the defense, once you get everybody healthy, and you figure out the rotation at safety, now that Todd is gone for the year, I think this is the national championship team to lose.
Right now they're playing at an elite level. They're playing at a very high-paced offense. It's a lot to contend with. It's a lot to guard. And they're finally using their weapons. They're finally recruiting the weapons that they're going to use. Back in a few years ago when you were recruiting the Malachi Duprees and the Tyler Johnsons, I mean, you need no more receivers in the nation, but you're not recruiting them to come in and do what they were recruited to do. Right? You getting these guys now, man, it's all blaze to go. And we talking about, obviously, we talking about Nig, we went up there, Trey Palmer. We talking about some of the guys that you just recruiting that's bringing in. We talking about guy out of Ponchatoula right now who they gonna bring in, next year. This ain't gonna stop.
They gonna have a problem on their hand with that situation, because
it's a good problem to have.
Yeah,
good problem to have.
I mean, Peter Parrish, Miles Brennan, Max Johnson, and T.J. Finley. Whew, that's 4 really good quarterbacks. So they gonna have a decision to make. I mean, I just don't see all 4 of them being in the program. Something's gonna happen.
To me, you have to offer T.J. Even if you don't like him, is number 1 quarterback in your state. You gotta offer him. Even what I'm saying. I'm not saying that they don't like him. I'm just saying, like, even if you like, that just sends bad vibes throughout.
You gotta take it.
You know what I'm saying? Regardless of whatever you got out the state, you gotta offer your top guys in your state,
right,
every year, regardless. And I think Peter Parrish is gonna take this red shirt year. Which I think everybody knew. Miles Brennan gonna come in as a red shirt junior. He's
been at 3 years now.
Yeah. Because he got red shirt last year. He got red shirt last year.
Lord, man, time.
He's
been red shirt junior next year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Next year. You know what I'm saying? You one play away from being a starter, whoever the backup guy is. Yeah. And then also on top of that too, Miles Brennan go out there and have a phenomenal year, he's gone. He's not about to sit. He's not about to sit at LSU another year. He's gonna go, especially in a weak quarterback class. So then that's where it gets hairy at. Right? Is it Peter Parrish? Is it TJ? Is it Max Johnson? And to me, like for this type of offense, I hadn't seen Matt Johnson run. You talking about arm talent out of the bunch? Matt Johnson got him by far. If you talk about measurables, TJ got that. If you talk about kind of compatibility and gonna have a leg up on what they're doing, it's Peter Parrish.
It's a good problem to have.
In competition, and that's the thing. Competition makes the best out of everybody.
It's a good problem.
But in this day and age, with the transfer portal and all that stuff, everybody's not gonna sit there.
No. I'm not saying they should or should not, but
here's the thing, though.
That's the thing.
Where you couldn't attract a quarterback ever, and in the span of 2 recruiting cycles, you got 3 highly rated ones. You lose one, you're gonna get another one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like back in you wouldn't before you switched to this offense, you didn't even have a chance. You would be lucky if you got a 2-star that was real serious about coming to you.
It's a good situation to have, like I said, right? I think Joe Boris right now, between him and Jalen Hurts, it's their trophy to lose. Obviously, injuries always have an effect on that trophy going forward, and games still need to be played. Right now, looking at the first few weeks of college football, those 2 guys are the head of the pack. We got about maybe less than 2 minutes left. Going to get high school. All right, don't want to leave it out. All right, got to talk about the state of Louisiana. High school rankings. Some of the schools that we think are still up there in the elite echelon, and we're not just talking about the whole state of Louisiana. We're just really doing what Baton Rouge on down.
Really like Lafayette on down. South Louisiana.
South Louisiana. So I think last week, G, when we started these rankings, you still had Edna Carr at number 1, Curtis at 2. Who you had at 3? St. James.
No, I think I had St. James at 4. I had St. Thomas More at 5. I cannot remember who I had at 3.
I know I had Rumble at 3 on my 3.
I can't remember who I had at 3. Damn, I gotta.
You had St.
James for it. St. James at 4. I forgot who I had at 3.
You had a school out of Baton Rouge.
I don't think so.
Who beat Zachary?
Oh, it was East Ascension.
That's
what it was. That's what it was.
Any changes?
Little change. At 5, I still got St. Thomas More. I think St. Thomas More, what Coach Hightower was doing with that, they put up 56 points last week against Barr. They beat Holy Cross the week before in impressive fashion, 28-7. I just think St. Thomas More is one of the better teams in the NFL. I said NFL. In high school football, it's probably one of the most potent offenses in the whole state. So I got them at number 5. The thing about them, the defense is not bad, but it's a bend but don't break defense. I just think that when they play a team with a good offense, it'll be a shootout.
Right.
At 4, I moved with East Ascension down. They lost to Hardin last week. I still think they're in prime possession to be able to compete to make a run to the Dome this year. They have a really good team with Stephen McBride, who I think is one of the best receivers in the state. So I moved East Ascension down to number 4. Number 3, I moved St. James 2. They beat East St. John, a 5A football team, 31-13 in convincing fashion. It was 24-0 at one point. Coach Valdez has those guys rocking and rolling down there in Vacherie, and they are loaded with talent. Shamar Smith, one of the best athletes in the state that nobody's really talking about. Shaz Preston, the sophomore receiver who has a few Power 5 offers. Sean LaBeouf at running back. They got that kid on the D-line, Savion Jones. I mean, I could go on and on. Tyler Staub at safety. They loaded. So I got them at number 3, and I think they're going to win 3 this year. Number 2, I still got Curtis at number 2. They went up there and beat Westlake, I think it was. In impressive and convincing fashion. We know Curtis is going to win it all this year. I don't see anybody beating them in the Cali League. Romo is probably the only team I think that can beat them. And I won't be surprised if Romo give them a run for their money, but I just think Curtis is going to run the table. After they got past Carl, I think he's just going to run the table. Carl, I got him at number 1. I'm sorry, call me biased, say whatever you want. I got him at number 1. They beat McDonald 35 on Friday. I think it was 34-6 or something like that. I think that, they're going to keep getting better and better as the season goes on. Their test is going to come in a few weeks when they play Calaban Rouge. I can't wait to see that game. So that's my top 5. So I got Carr at 1, Curtis at 2, St. James at 3, Eastern teaching at 4, St. Thomas more at 5.
You know what's funny? Obviously, I'm gonna keep John Curtis at 1 and Edna Card number 2. And Rumble I had, but I'm changing them my bottom 2. Coming in at number 4 is BR Cap. They went up there to Arkansas, in Little Rock, Arkansas last week. Came out to victory 24-17. They got Southern Lab this coming week. Tomorrow night. I got them, moving them up the ranks. They look like a pretty powerhouse team. Good steady offense. I like what some of the guys are doing. And number 5, I got Brother Martin. I like the kid, the running back.
So you got 2 people top 5.
I'm taking St. Paul out. I'm putting Brother Martin at 5. I had Brother Martin. I didn't have Brother Martin last week.
Okay.
Brother Martin comes in at number 5.
Gotcha.
So we still got John Curtis. We still got Edna Card 2. We still got Rumble at 3. I'm moving into the rankings. Obviously, got Rouge Catholic at number 4 and number 5. I got Brother Martin. They got Ponchatoula coming this week. They got TJ Finley coming this week. Last week, they beat Carver 10-0. But their running back is really, really good. I think it's Jalen Brown. He's really, really solid. I like the way he runs the football. And I'm interested to see how they do.
Freshman?
No, I don't think he's a freshman.
Yeah, that's because they first two they started got hurt in the preseason game. The backup guy got hurt in the warning.
He must be a freshman. He's really, really good.
Number 23.
Yeah, he's really, really good. He's really, really good. So I'm interested to see what they do against Ponchatoula this week. So right now I got Brother Martin number 5.
Oh, you said Brother Martin. I'm tripping. No, you're right. You're right. You got it right. I'm thinking of Dale.
Oh, Montrell Johnson? He hurt?
Dale South?
Yeah, running back.
He got hurt at Ponchatoula. Okay. Then the backup got hurt against Eastern. Oof. They got a freshman.
Tough. Real tough. Real tough. High school football in state of Louisiana is looking very, very interesting. A lot of good matchups. Yeah. A lot of good matchups coming up.
And look, Rummel and Destrehan could very well be in that top 5, just like Calaban and Rouge. They could very well be in my top 5 as well. Even Westgate. Go Westgate in there too. But, in my opinion, I think those are the 5 best teams in South Louisiana. So I can't wait to see how it's going to all play out going forward.
I'm excited about it. I'm excited about this weekend. Again, high school football is on the way. College football is on the way. Obviously, we got NFL Sunday. But I'm more excited, obviously, coming into October. Start seeing a little more district games. Right now, it's exciting, like I said. I think it's going to be a good matchup between, like I said, Baton Rouge College. They play Southern Lab this week.
This week?
This week. A lot of talent going to be on that football field. And it's gonna bring out a lot of people. I'm looking forward to seeing the game.
Yeah. Call play Eastern Saturday.
Yeah.
Under the lights at Pan Am. I think that's going to be a great game to go check out.
Now, how many times has Eastern beat Call? People call it a rival, but I think a rival. Somebody got the wins and losses got to be exchanged.
Like in the last 6 years, I think they 1-5 against Call, something like that.
It's like one of those kids. Like it's a rival, but how many times has Eastern won?
Yeah. It's the recent car has owned it, but old school Eastern was
Eastern's to beat them.
Yeah, fucking right. Old school Eastern was the shit, bro.
Understandable. I'm just looking at the matches. I'm seeing it as of late. I'm like, Carr's been giving it to him. When is Eastern gonna, get a victory? When is Eastern gonna, come out there and, obviously they got a lot of players who transferred. Mm-hmm. We don't know how good their quarterback is gonna be. Is it really gonna be, the match that probably we were looking forward to prior to the season started? Don't know.
I can't wait to see how this Carver and John Everett game will go to. I think that's going to be a pretty good game. Everett and Carver. I think both of those teams are loaded with talent. I think Everett is kind of underachieving right now after the first 2 weeks of the season. But they got the personnel and the players there to make a run. And then Carver, I think Carver is a scrappy team. I like their quarterback. I love Linares Elphage. I love Kyrie Coleman, who I think one of the best pass rushers in the state. So that's going to be a pretty good game to check out too. Schuylerville and Captain Shreveport. I think Schuylerville, Coach Lester Ricard got that team rolling. They got a lot of talent. I think Captain Shreveport is a team to watch out for in 4A, when the playoffs come. So they got some good games. Thibodeau played McDonald 35. Mm-hmm. That's gonna be a good game. Both teams coming in ready to go, fired up. Thibodeau's coming in undefeated at 2-0. Down 35 coming in at 1-1. Down there to the jungle in Thibodeau, so that's gonna be another good game. I can't wait to see that matchup. Thibodeau got one of the best receivers in the state that's continuing to emerge every week, and Kyron Lacey. So it's gonna be some good games this Friday. I wish I could be at all of them at one time. I ain't lying to you. Wish I could be at all of them.
Coach, who y'all play this week? Capital.
Kaplan?
Capital.
Capital, yeah. Alabama. Yeah. I got a bye week.
Well, we just paid two 3A schools. You know, finally getting our own classification. You know, play Lutcher week 1. Good rival game.
Mm-hmm.
Came back and won that one. You know, learned from the Foot Locker people as Cam said.
The Foot Locker referee.
But I think you know, coming in to finally have our first, you know, to have our first start defense for the whole time, for the whole season. But that's what I think we all excited about, because we played St. John's. St. James was 6-9 without our starting defense. Then we played Southern Lab 6-0 without our starting defense. Then to come back against Lutcher, so a team that's gonna go deep in 3A this year, beat them without the starting defense. To have our best player have food poisoning and only play one quarter, and Corey McKnight against the Ranger, and still just lose by 1 point in overtime. You know, it's just
Y'all was at LaRanja?
says it all.
Says
it all.
Going on work now.
You know what I'm saying?
But you better have a rider.
Well, you know, we just trying to get out. We excited to get our first game in, you know, Capital. You know, they beat a 5A team. They beat 4A, you know, 5A and the 4A team. You know, they 2-0. Finally, just decided to play somebody that's going to have about the same numbers as us. Kids that's got to go both ways, and you know,
Right.
You know, even playing around before we play at De La Salle, and then back into 2A for the rest of the year.
Exciting, man. High school football is officially underway.
I can't believe y'all bastards don't have us up there in the top 5. I
I will be at McDonald 35 in Thibodeau on Friday, and Warren, Easton, and Carl on Saturday.
The nerve of you guys.
Anyway. Call a spade a spade, coach. Call a spade a spade. Maybe I get that this week. It can't be in the top 5. They lost to LaRanja. Can't be in the top 5. You can't. It automatically rules you out.
What about last week?
Just saying.
What about last week?
Against Lusher? Good little win.
Listen, guys, that's our show. This is FanView Real Fans Talk Sports.
Let's probably lose in the first and second round.
Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Hit the subscribe button if you're on Facebook. Hit the subscribe button if you're on YouTube. And hit the subscribe button if you're on Twitter. And appreciate the caller.
Smell biasness.
Let's a year away.
What the hell we is? Fuck, we just sent fucking 5 kids to the damn SEC.
That's why y'all not in the top 5. Fuck. That's why y'all not in the top 5.
You said 5 kids D1, huh?
Shit, out of a 2A school.
Fuck.
I'm saying, y'all. That's why y'all not in the top 5.
We back at it. Shit, goddamn, like ain't shit happening.
Top 5, cool. Y'all got some shit y'all gotta do.
We doing shit.
Shit gotta do now.
You just lost some shit, huh?
Yeah, we lost some shit.
We're recovery mode, huh?
I can see we was like Terrebonne. Got all the shit there and can't do nothing with shit.
Can't get right, huh? Can't put it together.
That's why Terrebonne ain't in the top 5.
Shit, nervy, you motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying? You think I'm gonna put the bitches in the top 5 because they from my hometown? Fuck no. Thibodeau 2-0. They ain't in my top 5 either. You know why? The bitches played Riverside, who was a 1A school. They got some talent, but you 5A, you 1A. The bitches got 30 people on their team. Y'all got 80.
You see the bias? You see the
bias? 2-0. Put them in the top 5.
Hey, you see the bias?
Played White Castle. And who the fuck are they? Franklin.
You see the biases, huh? He walking off. We still alive. He's walking off.
Show him, man. Producer.
very professional.
Hey, bias G Sports and Coach Hurricane.
What's biased? If I was biased, I would have somebody from the Tribe Paris in the top 5.
How come Curtis is not number one team and they beat
the corner, number one.
I gave my preference about that last week. My reason was because
they lost.
because Carl always struggles week 1 every year. St. Paul.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Coach Hurricane here. You can follow me on Facebook at Henry Singleton or on Twitter at HenryHayoU15.
Listen, this is your boy, Frey. Listen, you can follow me on Facebook at Brandon Frey